KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Live tonight from Spirit Lake, Metro Sports TV and CF Industries is proud to present live high school football as the number 1, number 2, call them what you will, the Spirit Lake Indians face the number 4 ranked Algona football team here tonight in Spirit Lake. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports streaming across the Midwest and now featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and now here in the Lakes region. And you can always watch the games on demand wherever you may be and whatever device you use to stream. Find Metro Sports on YouTube, online at Metro Sports, and with our tremendous partners at KCAU Channel 9, KFSY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communications, and Fox Sports Radio. And if you like to go scan Twitter, we're also on Twitter as well. For the best in live televised high school sports, watch Metro Sports Season all season long. Hi, everybody. This is Pat Schultz, and this is the Central Bank pregame show as we get set for what we believe is going to be a terrific matchup between two outstanding football teams that have high aspirations. Coach Josh Beloit in his 16th year looking to win his 3rd state title. He believes he has the team that can do it as well. Algona under Coach Andy Jacobson, they look to do as well as they have an outstanding football team. Joining me tonight, as usual, is Mr. Rob Maynard. And Rob, what an opener.
Oh, can't get any better than this, Pat. Beautiful weather out there, and this campus up here at Spirit Lake. We're so fortunate to be able to come up here and see the campus in this outstanding facility they have for us here, and this football team outstanding as well, and a great opponent, like you're saying. Algona is bringing in a great group, another playoff team from last year, looking to advance a little further this year, and Spirit Lake as well.
Indeed, what a complex. They're so happy to be here on a beautiful night. A big shout out to Clint and Chad, Chris, Angela Olson, all the great help. Dr. David Smith for inviting us up to this big football game, and we've been talking about this for a while. We opened the season last night with the East High Black Raiders, but this is the football game people across the state are talking about.
Yeah, a lot of interest in watching these two teams, and of course you've got some D1 college players on the field here today, so that draws a lot of interest, and of course seeing their upcoming college career right around the corner and get through this season, and that's exciting to see for these communities. So expect Algona to travel well to watch their program, as they have obviously an outstanding quarterback, and of course Spirit Lakes will fill these bleachers no problem whatsoever.
No, they are packed already here tonight as we get set for this football game. You talked about Division I players, got a couple of future Cyclones playing for Spirit Lake. The outstanding athlete Ethan Stecker, 6'4", 205 pounds, outstanding junior. He can do it all: basketball, runs track, a state champion, and an outstanding football player. And his teammate, not tonight but coming up, will be Alex Mansky, the 6'4", 220-pound quarterback. Outstanding. What talent we have out here.
Oh, I'm telling you, it isn't just those two athletes. Both these programs have really, really involved the line, and defensively, they like to stand on defense. And last year, I think this was a grinded-out game, and you see a lot of that, and especially early season matchups like this. So look for the other athletes to get involved, skill players as well as special teams, and we'll talk more about that as we get into our Vernon 90 Keys to the game coming up shortly.
You bet. This is the Central Bank pregame show. We're on site here. A big game across the state. Not playoff ramifications involved here. Class difference: 3A for Algona, 2A for Spirit Lake. But two football teams that are going to challenge for a state title. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. When we come back to the Central Bank pregame show, we're going to have the head football coach for Spirit Lake, Coach Josh Beloit. This is the Central Bank pregame show. We're going to have a great game tonight as the Spirit Lake Indians take on the Algona Bulldogs.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be. Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my...
Now for the Central Bank pregame show is the head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians in his 16th season, Coach Josh Beloit. And Coach, you cannot be accused of having a soft opener. You got quite a football team coming in here tonight. Number 4 ranked in Class 3A, the Algona Bulldogs.
Yeah, what a great game to start the season. Two very strong teams that I think have a lot of goals to be doing some special things at the end of the season, and it's going to be a great test for both of us, and we're going to both learn a lot about ourselves tonight. So
this game features some amazing quarterbacks. Alex Mansky, the 6'4", 220-pound Iowa State recruit. What a football player.
Yeah, it's been fun watching him. He's his third year starting. We got a chance to play him last year. Just a super physical kid. Has got great arm strength, can make throws all over the field, can buy time with his feet, and so it makes it a difficult defensive matchup. So,
but your quarterback, Caden Lunt, 6'4", 200 pounds himself. He's quite a football player, and he'll compete with the best of them.
Yeah, you said it right. He's a competitor. He's a great leader. He'd be the only 3-year starter quarterback that we've ever had here in my time, and just really excited for him and his development, and just watching him continue to grow every year. And he does a great job of making us better. So
the quarterbacks will play obviously a crucial part in this, and they're the stars of the game. But you have also good football players, both on offense and defense, that have shined throughout your summer camp.
Yeah, I mean, this senior group has been a special group for us for a long time. They've just worked really, really hard. There's just a great high-character group of guys that commits to what they do. They work really, really hard, and it's just been fun watching them develop. You come into camp, I just feel like we're years ahead of where we normally are just because of their experience. And, this group's special.
How anxious are they to see another opposing football team out there?
I think they're excited. We got scrimmage healing last week Friday, which is a great opportunity for us. Before that scrimmage thing, I think everybody was chomping at the bit to get to see a different colored jersey. But I think the guys are just excited for the season to start. To be on the Friday Night Lights in a high school football environment. There's nothing really more special than that. So,
you bet. Two highly ranked teams. Coach Beloit, going into this football game, it's an opener. Do you see any sudden surprises? Are you prepared for that?
I think you try to get your team prepared for all situations in the game of football, but obviously, we don't have film of them. They don't have film of us. They could have drastically changed things on offense and defense, and we just got to adjust to it. Same thing. I mean, they're probably thinking about us. I think you just got to come in and get your guys confident in what they need to do, offensively, defensively, try to win on the first step, get their eyes right on defense. I think special teams is huge in these early games. I think that's a part of high school football. I mean, all our guys play both ways, and then we got to try to get special teams in too. And so it's a lot to learn, a lot to do, and so I think they can play a huge role in these early games. And I think we try to get our guys ready for every situation we can.
Absolutely. This is the head coach of the Spirit Lake Indians on the Central Bank pregame show, Coach Josh Beloit, winner of 2 state titles, possibly looking for a number 3. Big expectations for this football team.
Excited to watch our guys grow this season. So,
you bet. We have you, just no added pressure, but we have you number 2 in our Metro Sports TV Class 2A rating. So, special team, special group of seniors. What do you think are the big keys to beat this really good Algona team tonight?
Yeah, creating turnovers on the defensive side of the ball, protecting the ball on offense. Obviously, you can't give up short fields, and you got to try to create some. And again, I think special teams would play a huge role in it. So I think those are the keys, in my opinion. It's going to be a physical game, so the team's got to tackle well, and we'll see who comes out on top. So.
You bet. Looking forward. What an opener. And Metro Sports TV is very proud to be able to bring this football game to your many fans and the players after and the parents afterwards on demand.
Thanks for the opportunity.
You bet. Coach, best of luck to you and your football team.
Thank you.
Okay, that was Coach Josh Beloit on the Central Bank pregame show.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Central Bank pregame show. We're getting set for one of the classic games here tonight, opening week. Spirit Lake Indians against the Algona Bulldogs here on Metro Sports. On Metro Sports, you can go to YouTube, Metro Sports YouTube, to find the game. You can go to metrosports.tv. You can also go to KCAU, SiouxlandProud.com, and now you can also follow on Twitter. If you can't find Metro Sports, you're just not looking hard enough, as we are all over the place here, but you can find us, and we enjoy it. To a doubleheader here tonight on Metro Sports as Mitch McCumber and his group have the Hinton Blackhawks against Lamar's Galen, and tomorrow night our Sioux Falls crew will have, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. Outstanding job by the Spirit Lake Marching Band as this big crowd is filling in. The Algona side is full. Tonight, presentation. Jason Vore will be our pilot on our drone as a big game equals drone game, as this is going to be a big football game. And you can see highlights tonight on KCAU Sports Zone at 10 p.m. with Anthony Mitchell with our partners, KCAU Sports. Rob, big football game feel right here tonight.
Oh, definitely is that, Pat, as I'm stumbling around here trying to get my mic set.
Double duty tonight for Rob. He's also going to produce our game as well as do color.
Beautiful facilities, like I said earlier, and I tell you what, it's just going to be one thing after another here with these two groups of football teams. Is they're going to have a good season. They want to see a good opener, and the fans are going to start packing it in as Algona is starting to really fill in that side. And Spirit Lake looking good here, standing out around, and the nice campus they have here, and now they're building a tailgate spot over here. Tell you what, Pat, wouldn't mind coming up here every week.
You just might. Nothing wrong with going to the lakes, is there? So, go to Metro Sports TV for all of our weekly schedules, and please give us a follow on Twitter. And also subscribe to us on YouTube as Metro Sports gets set for carrying Spirit Lake football as we move on, and including this year we will also have West Des Moines Valley as one of our featured schools to go along with our schools in the Siouxland area, and Sioux Falls, as Brad Newitt and his crew will have number 1 ranked Harrisburg against O'Gorman tomorrow night. So if you like football, high school football, go to Metro Sports as these football teams get ready to play tonight. And thank you to Premier Communications. Premier Communications is looking ahead. They will sponsor our scoreboard, and they also help bring this football game to you. Big part of it, Premier Communications. Always they keep you connected, and we're going to keep you connected here tonight as these football teams get ready to play. And what an opener, as we mentioned, and what's outstanding talent. I want Spirit Lake comes into this football game number 1 in most polls. Had I seen that earlier, Rob, they would have been number 1 in the Metro Sports TV. I had them number 2. Win tonight, they're certainly number 1, but they're led by their outstanding quarterback, Cade Lunt. Big kid, very willing, and he will not play second fiddle to anybody.
No, he's a really, really good athlete, and obviously been recruited highly across the state, and several other states taking note, trying to pick him up too. But in Iowa State's going to be a good spot for him to land, and we're going to excited to see him out here in person tonight. That's one thing about doing these games, Pat. We have the best seat in the house, and we always see the best teams play. Absolutely, and we also get to watch a lot of replays. We'll have instant replay for you tonight here on Metro Sports as these football teams get set. And now becoming a very comfortable night here at Spirit Lake. Just a slight breeze. That should not be the play, and the temperature has gone down in the shadows here a little bit on this outstanding football field. And what a complex. It's changed a lot since the last time I was here in 1981. Yeah, things do move along, and that's what they say. It's really built a good facility up here, and we're just fortunate to be a part of it.
Each and every game we do have the Vern Eide keys of the game. You heard Coach Beloit talk about an opener and what is you got to be ready for the unexpected, and our Vern Eide keys to the game brought to you by Vern Eide Motor Cars of Sioux City, Des Moines, and Sioux Falls. And as Coach Beloit said, the turnovers are key tonight. We saw that last night in the East High versus Glenwood game. A couple early turnovers by Glenwood. All of a sudden, they're out of the football game. So turnovers will be key. You got to take care of the football. You also have to win the special teams. We've also seen in mini openers snaps going over the head, missed field goals, shank kicks. So you have to play well on the special teams and then playing physical football. And that's what Coach Josh Beloit and his program is all about.
Yeah, I think you're keying on the right keys there for Vern Eide. Keys to the game is, like you say, we watched that game last night, and a lot of that came into play. And these early season games tend to be the same type of thing. You really got to take care of it on special teams. You really got to do the breakdowns and do the fundamental things that way. And the turnover battle, obviously, a huge part of high school football.
Tonight's football game is sponsored by our key advertisers, including Vern Eide Motor Cars with their keys to the game, but also by Greenberg's Jewelry, Sioux City Tarps, Baumgars, Bob Grill's Point After, Manly Obent Chiropractor, Family First Dental with 30 locations across northwest Iowa and northeast Nebraska. ILCC, H2O to go across the state of Iowa, and the United Sports Academy. Thank you to all of our sponsors, advertisers who help make all these broadcasts possible. And this is our initial voyage up here at Spirit Lake, and it's been enjoyable so far. And this crowd is getting ready to then watch play football as Spirit Lake has won the toss. They have elected to defer, and the ball will go to Algona as they'll be on offense first as we get set. Starting lineups here brought to you tonight here by the Wall of Fame and of Sioux City. On defense for Spirit Lake, at one defensive end will be Ethan Stecker, as we said, the outstanding Iowa State recruit. At nose guard will be Tyson Robinson, big senior. He's going to play a key part here tonight against that big Algona offensive line. Noah Lee will be in the other outside defensive end, number 40. Isaiah McCowan, J.D. Schneider, Bode Higgins, and Will Ditzworth will be the linebackers. And the hybrid will be Joey Andreas. We like that, say that, because remember Cody Polk, the outstanding Spirit Lake All-Stater and Minnesota Gopher. He played that hybrid, and Joey Andreas will play that. Dylan Stecker will be at one corner. Wes Waltz will be the other corner, and Sam Henriksen will be at free safety. And I'd like to shout out to my old teammate, John Walls, the old Esterville days. As, his son does awfully well, as that's a starting defense for the Spirit Lake Indians. Hendrickson, Wall, Stecker, Dylan Stecker, the secondary. Andreas, Ditzworth, Higgins, Schneider, McGowan, the linebackers. Lee, Robinson, Stecker are up front for the Indians as they get set to kick off. And going back deep for Algona, a couple of dangerous returners. They have outstanding running backs led by Evan Alley, a 5'10", 170-pound, and we are underway. Number 1 versus number 4. Short kick, takes a big hop, picked up quickly by Ashton Marino, and Ashton Marino is brought quickly down to the ground as a big play by number 29, Isaiah McDowell, down there quickly on special teams. He's excited to play football.
Oh, he got right after that on that hop there and just closed out nicely, just perfectly played on that special teams key moment right there to start the game.
So here comes Alex Mansky, the all-state quarterback for Algona, 6'4", 220 pounds, going to Iowa State, number 7. He's going to be the quarterback, but he has a lot of talent behind him, including Evan Alley, the lead back, 5'10", 170 pounds. Jack Limbaugh, William Weichert, Tyson DeWall, first snap of the football game. Facing the 3-4 for Spirit Lake. Mansky quickly to the outside, and ball's dropped on the first play of the game as Evan Allen can't take the out as they came slinging that ball, as we see in a lot of spread offense, that little sidearm pitch. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up second down. Just underway here on a beautiful night for high school football. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports TV. So second down for Algona Garrigan, coached by Andy Jacobson and his football team. With a quarterback like this, oh boy.
Yeah, look out there. As a quarterback like this, anything can happen, so that's not get the cart ahead of the horse here.
Mansky drops, has time, flies it over the middle, wide open, and this is going for a big one. Tyson DeWall has the football. He's inside the 20, and he's caught from behind on a big play right there as they came out chucking, and they got the big play and a big gain for Algona right there as Mansky throws that beautifully. Little flood pattern to the outside, and big play. Henriksen came up and saved the touchdown. And it's going to be first and goal for the Algona Bulldogs as they've come out throwing the football right away. Mansky to Van de Waal for a big gainer. Mansky's going to fire it over the middle. Ball caught on his knees at about the 3-yard line. Just short of a first down. Ball was caught by Evan Alley. And that's going to be first and goal for Algona, just like this, Rob.
Yeah, right after, right away, come out firing the ball, throwing it like we thought they would. Nice looking drive so far.
They can get a first down inside the 2-yard line. Ball is set down at the 3. Second down. Mansky behind a hole, drops the football and lucky to get it back. As fumbled the football, and it's going to bring up now a third down and long 9. So you don't see that much as Mansky, ball hit him square in the hands, but he couldn't hold on to it. So there's one of those talking. It was not a turnover, but we'll see what happens here on third down. Third down, 8 yards to go for the Algona Bulldogs, threatening to score on their first possession. Mansky is going to run a quarterback draw, and he's going to hit hard and brought down by a bunch of Indians right there as they were having no go on the quarterback draw. So that'll bring up fourth down. Will Ditzworth came flying in there and made the hit. Ditzworth with a big play. As Mansky, he's no bargain at 6'4", 220, but Ditzworth got low on him and brought him down.
Just your proper tackle.
They are going to skip the field goal attempt. They're going to go for it. Possibly try to draw him off sides here on fourth down. Alex Mansky, the All-State quarterback, will take the snap. He looks, has time, fires in the end zone, knocked away beautifully by Dylan Stecker, and turned over on downs is Algona as the Indians stand.
A huge play there to get his hand in there and knock that away.
Great coverage right there by the Indians as Stecker dropped back. It looked like they were playing zone, and beautiful play right there.
Yeah, he did a proper job of breaking down and getting a hand up, big mitt, batter away, and turnover on downs. Excellent.
So here comes Cade Lunt, the outstanding quarterback for Spirit Lake. Now he gets his shot deep in his own territory. First possession for the Indians. Big stand right there. Lunt looks, going to fire the ball, has a completion, and getting very close to his first down, better part of 9 yards on the play for the Indians as they come out. Ethan Stecker with the catch. Nice play by the All-Stater down by his ankles, but picks up 9 yards.
Right off the bat, they go after Stecker there and pick up 9, and he shows his offensive skills.
Second down and short for the Indians. Just getting underway. In motion, they hand the ball off, turning the corner, picking up his first down. Short yardage on the play, but they didn't need a whole bunch right there as Dylan Stecker, who made the big play in the end zone, makes the play right there. So first down for the Indians on their first possession. They withstood a big play by Algona. Caught a break on the fumbled snap and stopped him on fourth down. So first down as the Indians in their black, all black with their red trim, as Lunt keeps the football, breaks a couple of tackles, and makes something out of nothing, but gets 5 yards on first down. Algona in their all white here tonight. So 5 yards on first down for Lunt. Bring up second down and 5. Well, they gave him 6 yards on the play, so second down and 4.
Home field spot.
You bet. Lunt looks, going to swing it out there. Has Stecker. He's going to break a tackle up at the 40. The 45, knocked out of bounds. But a big play for Stecker. And on the first down, as Tate Garman, the junior, had to come up and make the tackle for Algona. Big yardage on first down. Safe little play, but good one.
Yeah, we've seen that a number of times, that roll out from the backfield, dump off, and away they go. Nice catch and run right there.
So the Indians on the move. Here early, their second first down of the possession. Little draw play right up the middle, bouncing to the outside and picking up some tough yardage right there is Ditzworth as he got to the outside. The big people up front going to play a big part. You got to have that muscle with that skill. Nolan Thiesfield threw a big block right there, the junior. Ethan Carlson at guard. Jasper Robinson is at center. Jackson Knutson, just a sophomore, is at left guard. And Tyson Robinson goes both ways on the line. Second down, handoff right up the middle. Big yardage. Zipping through there is Ditzworth. And that one will work for a gain of 12 yards on the play and another third down for the Indians. First down for the Indians.
Yeah, running right up those big boys back there, and good, nice hole and a nice run. This was really turning it well up the field.
Starting from their own 10-yard line were the Indians as they held on Algona's first possession, and now they're on the move on a gorgeous night for high school football. Spread. Stecker comes in motion. He's already made 2 big plays here in the possession. That time they fire it out for Stecker, and that one's incomplete. And it's going to bring up second down there. Again, that short pass to gain positive yardage on first down. Didn't get there. Joey Andrus was the intended receiver that time, and just couldn't come up with it. It's going to bring up second down and 10. You want to stay ahead of the chains here early in the football game like they have. Motion goes out, trips to the left. They're going to go with a quick bubble screen out there, and Ditsworth brings it in. Gain of 6 on the play. The short passing game working for the Indians here.
Yeah, Ditsworth, like we talked about with Coach Boyd there, they got twin tailbacks for the Indians that are both all-state players. That's going to be a heck of a reckoning for any defensive team to get behind.
Higgins and Ditsworth are awfully good. Higgins, the quicker and faster of the two. Ditsworth, the more powerful of the two. And he's shown it early. Lunt looks, fires, has a man, and he can't hold on. Fired it out for Ethan Stecker, and Ethan couldn't bring that one in. Would have been positive yardage indeed, as Dave Zinnel was on the coverage, but he was a step behind from the all-state hurdler. I don't think he would have caught him.
Kept on hurdling on down to the end zone if he'd have got in on that one.
Key play right here, 4th down and 4th down and 5 from the 33. The Indians will line up. Cade Lunt surveys. Little fake. They go to Ditsworth right up the middle. He has yardage. He has more. He's to the 10. Touchdown on 4th and 5. Go with the fullback trap, and Ditsworth brings it in the end zone for the Indians. Great play right there. Great call. And scoring first is Spirit Lake. Beautiful call right there, Rob. On 4th and 5, they went with the fullback trap, if you will. Not a three stance play anymore, standing up. But what a great call on 4th and 5.
Yeah, it was a good fake there, too, as a lot of them bit to the outside on their end around and right up the gut. Away he goes.
So big run by Will Ditsworth as he was very prominent on that drive. 90-yard drive in 4 minutes and 21 seconds. Outstanding. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Indians draw first blood. They lead 7-0 here on Metro Sports. When we come back,
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
90-yard drive by the Spirit Lake Indians to lead 7-0 as Will Ditsworth goes 33 yards on a 4th down and 5. Great call by the Spirit Lake staff, and they'll kick off here for the second time as Algona will get the football, and they're going to bring it up and popping out of there, and there's one of those big backs again, and he is up about the 45, but we do have a penalty flag coming down way late from behind by the referee, and normally that means a hold. So this
generally
one
in that area
may be coming back. He's standing at the 32-yard line, so it was a late call there, Rob, and a late hold that he probably didn't need. So this one will come back. Yep, there's the hold. Algona drove all the way to the Spirit Lake 10-yard line, but could not capitalize as Dylan Stecker made a great play in the end zone on 4th down to knock it away. So 1st down for the Bulldogs, led by their standout quarterback, Alex Mansky, who showed his skills there, completing 2 passes for 74 yards on the first possession. Of course, one of them came on a big play of 68 yards. He's in the spread right here with a single back. And 1st down, Mansky turns, hands the football off, and popping out of there and almost popping out and going the distance was Evan Alley, and he is brought down by big play right there, or he's heading to the house as Hendrickson and Ditzworth got their hands on him late, or he's gone.
Had some room there, just tripped up.
So 1st down at the 32-yard line. A lot of different formations by Algona. Mansky keeps it, and the big fella leans forward for the better part of 6 yards on the play. And he's a load at 6'4", 225. But the Indians, they're not backing down at all. Nice play right there by Noah Lee. The defensive end came in hard to make that tackle. And again, Will Ditzworth, who has been all over the field here early, in on the tackle. So 2nd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Both teams have had 1 possession. The Indians scoring on there, and there's going to be a quick timeout as Algona doesn't want to mess up this 2nd down and 6 play. We're going to take a break with him when we come back. Algona on the drive. The Indians lead early, 7-0. Thanks for tuning in to Metro Sports TV.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
0.
Welcome back as we get set for Spirit Lake. Jason Vore running the pilot, we should call him, not running. The pilot of our drone, doing an outstanding job. Anytime phone access to your accounts at Central Bank. Telephone access to your Central Bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A family-owned business that is focused on you. Now in 3 locations in Sioux Falls. Central Bank. 2nd down and 4 for Algona. Their 2nd possession of the game. The big quarterback, Mansky, will survey, takes a snap, another low one, grabs this one, and stuffing him up at the line are the Indians. Giving up a lot of size to that big offensive line of Algona, but nice play right there. And guess who was in on the play? Will Ditzworth, once again, already in on 4 tackles, has a touchdown, has a catch, doing an outstanding job. That big offensive line for Algona, Drew Schutte at 6'4", 270. Aiden Ulrich, another big guy, at 5'10", 235. Mansky on that quarterback draw. They like it. Lowers his shoulder, picks up his 1st down. This is not a recording. Will Ditzworth on the tackle. Also coming up and making the play for the Indians is Sam Hendrickson, the free safety, who made a hustle play in that first possession on the long pass play, saving that touchdown. It turned out to be a big play.
Absolutely, and, has a nice job on both sides of the ball right there as the hole got open, but you got a quarterback with this size. It's tough to bring down, so impressive defense so far for the Indians.
Tyson DeWall caught that big pass. Here he goes right up the middle again and bouncing off and positive yardage all the way to the Indian 37. That time was Tate Garman, the junior, and he showed a little quickness that time as Garman pops through there as the run attack right up the middle is paying off for Algona.
Yeah, he got through there, and once he did, he hit that 2nd gear, boy, and he lowered his shoulder, and he laid some lumber on the defense trying to make that tackle.
Ryan Weir, 6'5", 290-pound line outside tackle, made a big block right there for Algona. There's another fumbled snap. Mansky picks it up, saves this, throws it up in the air. Could be picked. It's incomplete as Mansky saves the day, but then just kind of toss it up for grabs as Wes Waltz was back there on the coverage, and the ball is incomplete, and another almost costly snap for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was a heady play by the quarterback as he picks it up, and he still had a receiver down there, but he got some contact just as he released that ball and didn't get it up quite as deep as he wanted to.
Tate Carter, the center, 6'4", 275. Just didn't quite get that. And that one's a lot more authority there, and they pop it right up the middle. They go to the quick back that time in Tate Garman. And Tate, the junior, leans forward for 5 yards. Is going to bring up a 3rd down and 5 at the Indian 33-yard line. So big play right here early, probably 4-down territory for Algona. Spirit Lake Indian defense has been tough on the late downs. 3rd down and 6 right here. Bulldogs get the play in late. And now take the snap. Mansky looking for that out, swings it, ball complete. Big yardage there as Marino has the 1st down. Ashton Marino, 5'10", 180. Big size back for Algona. Safe play, 1st down.
Yeah, it was a great play there, and as the defense came up and just tried to make a shoestring tackle on him, you're not going to do that with that fella. I'll tell you what, he's rumbling down there and lowers his shoulder. You're going to have to get a little bit higher on his hip.
When you have a quarterback of that kind of skill, they make things 3rd and 6 look very easy.
Yeah, that really looked easy for him. He just looked off the defense and then dumped it out there, and, of course, have to catch and run afterwards, but the quarterback does a lot right there.
Mansky is going to go back in the corner of the end zone, and good defense by Spirit Lake on that play. It's a great play by Dylan Stecker, who makes a great play. Dylan did not interfere, held his ground, got his arms up. Great play.
Yeah, it's a couple good defensive plays he's been in the backfield with, getting that paw up there and knocking it away. No contact, no chance of interference. Just an outstanding play by a great football player.
So 2nd down and 10. Huge crowd on hand here at Spirit Lake as they are crowding the corners. A lot of people standing, a lot of people watching from the road. And we're glad you're watching on Metro Sports TV. Why wouldn't you? As the officials are going to take a little break here. We got an equipment problem as the Bulldogs are going to have to make a change right here, and they're going to make it at the right guard. So a lot of times coaches see that. They send a big blitz right there. So Aiden Ulrich is going out of the football game, and Brody Shipler has checked in maybe just for this play. 2nd down and 10. From the 25-yard line, Mansky. Little draw play goes right up the middle, and the Indians trying to bring down Marino as he's done a lot of work out as he was carrying about 3 Indians to about the 22-yard line. Gain of 4. Walls came up and helped out on that tackle as these Algona Bulldogs backs run very strong. 3rd down and 6 right here. Last time they converted on a simple little swing pass. We'll see what Coach Andy Jacobson is going to do with his multi-talented quarterback. They've tried a few quarterback draws. One on 3rd down worked earlier. Mansky fires it wide open again, coming up and making a big hit on the play was Dylan Stecker from his cornerback position. It's going to be short of the 1st down. As he met Tate Garman right there. Nice play by Dylan.
That was a heady play by Dylan as he shot up there and quickly made. I thought there was going to be a 1st down for sure, and he just closed out so quick and a great tackle.
Those Stecker boys, outstanding athletes. We've seen them. Remember watching them in basketball when they came up. I played East High or North High on Metro Sports, and we were impressed then. 4th down and 4 right here. The Indians held on 4th down early. Mansky, the quarterback, turns, looks, has time, throws, ball caught, and leaning and probably getting his 1st down right there. As Mansky didn't go to the outside man, had Evan Ali wide open on the outside, decided to go underneath to his probably favorite receiver, Tyson Vanderwall, and Vanderwall shrugged in for the first down. Big play on 4th down.
Absolutely, and you took the words right out of my mouth. I thought, why didn't he go to the outside? As it turned out, he didn't need to. But you go to your guy you're more comfortable with. Maybe there in that situation when it's 4th down, and as a result, 1st down.
See highlights of tonight's football game on KCAU Sports Zone at 10 o'clock with Anthony Mitchell. On 1st down, Mansky looks going to swing it out again, getting his head down and firing in there is Tate Garman, as that's going to pick up another safe 5 yards on 1st down, and they're inside the 10-yard line of the Indians again. They like that little swing pass, and why not? With these backs that run very hard, could be the final play of the 1st quarter, and what a 1st quarter it was, as the Indians lead 7-0, and we're going to go to the other side, I think, as it looks like they're going to run this 1st quarter out, and we'll go to the 2nd quarter with the score. The Spirit Lake Indians lead the Algona Bulldogs by the score of 7-0, but the Bulldogs are threatening inside the 10-yard line when we come back on Metro Sports.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
You don't just play.
Welcome back as we get set for the 2nd quarter on a beautiful night for high school football here across Northwest Iowa. Metro Sports covers a lot of most of Northwest Iowa and Sioux Falls, Sioux City, and now in Des Moines and here in the Lakes region. So if you like football, come to Metro Sports. And we've seen a good football game so far as both teams taking advantage of short passes, safe passes, and then Spirit Lake with that beautiful 4th down and 5. Simple little trap play that Will Ditzworth turned into 6.
Yeah, sometimes those simple plays work best because you execute them so much better. You're used to running them. They work on them a lot. Just trying to pick up a simple short run. Don't get too fancy. And that paid off for the Indians there in the 1st quarter. But, man, what a ball game so far. 7-0 after 1 quarter. Couldn't ask for a better game.
Very efficient, very clean football game early. If you heard Coach Beloit on the Central Bank pregame show, he wanted a clean football game, take care of the football. And so far, both teams have, except for that fumble that Mansky picked up himself. But 2nd down and 6 from the 9-yard line. First play of the 2nd quarter. 7-0 is your score. The Indians lead. Number 1 or number 2 in your poll. Certainly will be number 1 if they can pull off a big win against this good football team. Mansky on that quarterback draw, dances through, leans forward, and everyone's signaling touchdown, and it will be a touchdown. Alex Mansky with a beautiful quarterback draw. Great trap blocking up front by those big linemen, and that's where the muscle comes in. And they did a nice job of executing right there as Mansky puts it in the end zone. Got a great back block from Aiden Ulrich and Ryan Weir to score from 9 yards out, and they're an extra point away from tying this one up. Tate Slago will be the kicker right here for the extra point, as the Bulldogs are going to run someone on just a little bit late, but he plenty of time on the play clock. High snap. The kick just gets through as the Indians came flying through there. Had a chance to block that as Isaiah McGowan was right there, but the ball got through, and that ties it up at 7-7. So the Bulldogs drive it 64 yards. Mansky with a 9-yard touchdown run. When we come back on Metro Sports, we are tied up at 7-7.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
and this, Count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News. We are Siouxland proud.
7-7 is your score as Algona with a nice drive to tie this one up as these two highly ranked football teams are playing a little give and take, searching things out. Both football teams looks like we know what their game plans are. And as Coach Beloit said, what team is going to be more physical? It is kind of the shadows are over. It seems a lot cooler than what it was. But, of course, depth plays a key. And these big Algona backs slamming against you the whole game, that's sometimes tough to handle.
Yeah, and in these early season games when the temperature's warm to start, that physical play up front comes into play a lot more than you think. We saw last night several cramps in the players down at Glenwood there at Easton Glenwood, and you see that a lot these early games because they play so hard and it's so physical up front, and we've seen that so far tonight. Hopefully there's no cramping after this.
Indeed. If you like what you're seeing, please scan our QR code and help Metro Sports TV continue to bring you the best of high school sports in the area. Here's two of the best football teams in the area. Waltz and McCowan are back, and the ball's picked up short, looking for some running room. As you guessed it, he does it all for as Will Ditzworth, and Will brings it up to the 37-yard line. Will just likes to find that football, doesn't he?
He's got a nose for it. He goes to it on defense, and on offense, he's sure a factor out there so far.
He's one of those kids you want on your team. If you talk about a football player, Will Ditzworth certainly is one. He has the touchdown for the Indians. 7-7 is your score, as Cade Lunt will come out here for their second possession. They scored on their last possession, and here's Lunt right here. Algona in their radar defense, everybody standing up, and didn't work real well as they slam it right up the middle as Bode Higgins, the quicker and faster of the tailback, gets through there nicely as Algona was running around. They ran themselves right out of the play, gain of 7 on the play. Nice run by Bode Higgins. Cade Lunt surveys, hard snap, gives the ball to Higgins. He's going to lean forward. Going to be short of his first down at about the 46-yard line, so it's going to bring about third down and about just less than a yard, I believe. So another nice drive here by the Indians. 11:03 to go here in the second quarter. Thanks for joining us on Metro Sports TV. We're certainly glad to be here to watch this game. One is going to throw on 3rd and a foot, has running room. He's going to fire. The ball is broken up right there. Cade probably will look at the tape and wonder if he shouldn't have kept that one there. Nice play by Mansky, who shows a little defensive prowess there. Does the 6'4", 225-pound quarterback. Makes a nice play right there.
Yeah, he's a do-it-all player. There's no doubt about it. He may not play quarterback at the next level. He certainly could play a lot of different positions, that's for sure.
So it's going to bring up 4th down and a foot. See if the Indians try to draw them off right here. Lunt takes a snap. Delayed handoff, and that's not going to get there. As here came the Bulldogs right there, and led by guess who? Alex Mansky, who came up from his free safety and snuffed the Indians' 4th down and foot.
That was a pop he laid on there. That was right on the money as he shot up from that safety position.
Bode Higgins could not get going on there. That's one thing about and we've seen that since the spread and the shotgun and snap have in play now. On these short yardage plays, sometimes they take a while to develop, and that one did right there. Thought the Indians would have a chance to draw them outside with that hard clap, but Algona showing they're a well-coached football team and a veteran football team. So they're going to have great field position inside Indian territory at the 44-yard line. So we've seen 2 key 4th down plays stopped. The Indians stopped Algona's first drive on 4th down inside the 10-yard line by knocking away a pass. And now the Bulldog just returned the favor, stopping them on 4th and a foot. Scored on their last drive. Have the football right here. They're going to do a little counter reverse, flea flicker, and they got a man wide open, and they set up that play nicely, and Tate Slagle is wide open. A little trickery. They had field position, and you've seen many coaches do that. Take a shot, well executed, and wide open was Slagle. So touchdown, Algona, on a beautiful play right there. 46-yard touchdown play after the stop on 4th down. And just like that, Slagle wide open. And Mansky, he wasn't going to miss that. Slagle's kick is up and good, and it's 14-7. 10:35 to go. Just like that, the Bulldogs with 2 quick touchdowns in less than 2 minutes when we come back on Metro Sports.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
46-yard touchdown play by Algona, and just like that, they take the lead as Tate Slagle got wide open on a flea flicker play, and pass was perfect, and a perfect, well-executed play right there, Rob.
Yeah, that was an excellent play. Drawn up nicely, and the defense bit on the first handoff, and if not the first, the second one. And,
yeah, there's a few of them there, wasn't there?
Kind of caught him off guard a bit.
Indeed, so touchdown for the Bulldogs, have given them the lead. As the sun in the west starts going down, so those Bulldog fans will get a little relief from that sun that they have to sit through. But they like what they're seeing right now at 14-7. Walls will be back deep, as will be McGowan, as they get set with the lead. Low tail dragger, going to be grabbed. And getting some good positive yardage all the way up to the 32-yard line. McGowan on the play, and it's going to be first down for the Indians, who now trail 14-7, just like that. Cade Lunt has been very efficient on offense. Will Ditzworth, who scored the touchdown, is back at tailback for the Indians as they come up behind Robinson, Tyson Robinson, Jackson Newton, Jasper Robinson, Ethan Carlson, and Noah Thiesfeld for the Indians up front as they try to muscle this big Bulldog team. And at the line of scrimmage, Ditzworth is stopped, is coming flying from the outside, cornerback on the play right there. Good play by Tyson Vanderwall, who's been all over the place. He caught an early big 63-yard pass that did not convert into a score. And then he comes from the outside there. They're back in that radar off defense. There's Lunt's pass, beautiful. As nice pickup. Stecker makes the catch, knocked out of bounds. Going to be short of his first down. It's going to be down, third down and about 4 from the 36-yard line. So if there's a big play here in the first half, it may be right here, Rob. Third down and 3 now, they say. And the Indians, who's given up back-to-back touchdowns, need to convert right here.
This would be a big one right here if they could pick this up.
From the 36. Cade Lunt surveys, looks, fires, has a man, and it's going to be very close to his first down. It's going to depend on the spot. Coach Beloit is saying at the 41. The side judge is going to give him a back foot, and this is going to bring up a fourth down and a foot. This is a replay of last possession.
Yeah, this is A big play here. I think they should be able to get that, and I think they thought so last time. But
Stecker reached over there, couldn't get it, and Coach Beloit said, we didn't get there last time. We're going to have to kick the ball away this time. So couldn't quite get there. Tyson Vanderwall made the big play right there. Now they moved it back a little further. I thought he had forward progress. Could have gave him a fourth down in less than a yard, but now it's a full yard and a half, and Coach Beloit says we're going to have to punt the football away. Snap is low, but getting it off, and it's a good kick. Should take a big, took a back bounce, and now there we go. As the Indians get down and put it down at the 32-yard line, and this is going to be a big defensive stand when we come back as Spirit Lake trails 14-7. You're watching Spirit Lake Indian Athletics on Metro Sports.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy.
Big defensive possession for the Indians right here. They've given up back-to-back touchdown. Mansky's going to go over the middle, has a man open, and not catching it up was Evan Ali, as he was there and just couldn't quite get there. And they went for the jugular on first down. They did that on their last possession, ran a beautiful double reverse pass for an easy touchdown, and they went up top again.
Yeah, he was there that time. He just couldn't rein it in, just on his outstretched fingertips there. Good route he did run.
So the Indians will need to make a big stand here in that big offensive line. As Shutu, Ulrich, Weir, Carter are starting to knock some people around, and they are big. Average, almost 6'4", 270. Second down and 10. Again, they run it right up the middle as they go to that quick back. Weichert got the call, picked up 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5 at the 38. And talking about key plays, Indians had a big offensive key play the last time. They're going to need a big defensive play right here on 3rd and 5. The quarterback draw and the swing pass has been their play of choice. Here, Mansky going to roll to his left. He's going to have a lot of running room. Will have his first down, and the big fella's showing his speed, and he shows he's very willing as he puts his shoulder down, picks up the better part of 23 yards and a first down. So they brought him out in space, and the big fella just got the first down. He can run. Right here you see it as he opens it up and then turns the corner and just decides to put his shoulder down and picks up a first down for Algona. Up 14-7. And driving. Indians need a big play defensively. 1st and 10 at the 38. Algona in their all white and their red trim. Get to the outside. Nice play right there by Spirit Lake as Bode Higgins came up and made a nice play. Gain of maybe a yard on the play as Higgins came flying in there and made a sure tackle against these big backs of Algona. And boy, they do run hard. We have the privilege of watching a lot of 5A football. And what we see, Rob, and we talk about it all the time, these 5A backs run extremely hard. And Algona, they look like they have some kids that can play at the 5A level.
Oh, absolutely. We see some out here that definitely have size and strength. They're not just heavy. They're big muscular dudes up front.
Tyson Vanderwall is in the slot. He's dangerous out of there. Mansky's going to drive, has pressure, steps through it. Big fella's going to put his foot down and look out. He's at the 10. He's going to go into the end zone. A broken play, touchdown run of 39 yards by Alex Mansky. His second touchdown run of the game, and that was a big one. Right here you see he steps up, makes something out of nothing, and then he's big and he's fast, and he shows his skills right there as Mansky has his second rushing touchdown of the game. And just like that, it's 20-7 with 7:06 to go. for Algona. Oh, to have talent at quarterback can make up a lot of difference.
Yeah, that's a big thing there as you come up and try to make an arm tackle on a player like him. You're not going to get it done.
They had great initial pressure. Kick is up, kick is good. And Slagle makes that one, and it's 21-7, 7:06 to go when we come back. And just like that, the Algona Bulldogs have taken command with a 2-touchdown lead here in the second quarter. You're watching Spirit Lake football on Metro Sports.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Stream going. Welcome back. 21-7. Algona has scored on their last 3 possessions and have done it with the talents of quarterback Alex Mansky, who has 2 touchdown runs and a touchdown pass. Thank you to all of our presenting sponsors and advertisers at Metro Sports, including Central Bank, Vern Ide Motor Cars, Baumgars, Bodega Grill, Family First Dental, H2O To Go, Osteo Strong of Sioux City, and the United Sports Academy. So 21-7, just like this, as Algona with that size and that skill at quarterback, those hard-running backs, they're a handful, Rob.
Yeah, you can see it right there. And quarterback as well with the good broad shoulders and puts his head down. He's got a lot of steam behind it. Tough to bring down.
High kick is caught as McQuallen goes up to about the 18-yard line, and the Bulldogs got a little spirit going on as they came down hard on special teams and made a big hit.
There's a crack down there. Get a little fired up as they fall behind by 14. The Indians are going to try and...
So here comes the Indians, who have moved the football quite well. They've had could not convert on a 4th down and less than a yard, and then got it to 4th down and just over a yard, and they decided to punt the football away. And so just about there on 4th down. We'll see what they'll do right up behind their quarterback, Cade Lunt. He's going to hand the ball off as Wiggins is going to turn the corner, cuts it up nicely as he's the quicker and faster of the 2 outstanding tailbacks. Ditsworth being the bigger and stronger of the 2, but a gain of 8 right there by Bode Higgins. Plenty of time for the Indians, 6:38 going right here, as Ditsworth is going to come into the football game. He scored the touchdown for the Indians on their first possession on a 4th down and 5. Little trap play right up the middle, and Will was more than willing to bring it in the end zone. He's going to get the ball right here. Lowers those shoulders, leans forward, and he's going to have himself his first down. Next week, Spirit Lake will be at Sioux Center. Program that continually gets better. Go to Metro Sports TV and check out our schedule. We'll be all over the place, including Sioux Falls and Des Moines. There's a snap. Lunt looks, has a man, goes to that ball tipped around and incomplete. And Cade's going to watch the tape right there and say, I should have put a little more air underneath that, because Stecker was going to clear him out and get behind him a little bit, but threw a line drive and knocked away by Tate Garman. That could have been a big play as the Indians went long there and almost came up with it.
Yeah, you see that great shot from the drone there, and some of those shots, just outstanding players out there. It's kind of a cool look, Pat.
Absolutely. Jason Vore on our pilot for our drone here tonight. As the Indians now 2nd down and 10. I like that play call, going for it, a big play on 1st down. And just about completed it. Ethan Stecker can really he's fun to watch just run on an incomplete pass.
He's an outstanding athlete. You can see that.
He's going to Iowa State as well. 6'4", 205-pound safety. How about that in the Big 12? Dropping back as Lunt looks. Now he's going to try to make a play. Has a man. Ball throws incomplete. Good patience by Cade, but simply couldn't find anybody to throw it to, and it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. With 5:43 to go here in the 3rd quarter on a beautiful night here in the Lakes region. So happy to be here. Happy you're tuning in to Metro Sports TV. Join us all year for Spirit Lake Indian football and basketball and a couple of volleyball games as well. 3rd down and 10. Big play for the Indians right here. Cade Lunt, the outstanding quarterback, takes a snap, looks, steps up, and then he's going to pocket collapses, and down he goes. Making the play right there is Van Duwald as he makes another big play. Excuse me, that was Taven Zinnel, another one of those big guys, 6 foot 190, and came from these outside linebacker and made the play.
Yeah, it was a great job of collapsing on the pocket, and they just all held their ground, stayed where they should, did just what they want to do on defense.
Slagle will be back at his own 40-yard line, looking for the punt. It's dropped, and now the Indians in trouble, but they're trying to get to the outside. He's going to have to get to the 40, and he turns the corner for the 1st down and more. Big play by Wes Walls, the punter. He dropped the snap, decided not to kick it, outran to the corner, and a big 1st down. Big play right here. There you see Wes drops it, picks it up, and then turns on the speed right here. Needed to get to the 40. He got all the way to midfield. Big play by Wes Walls. Showing a lot more speed than his dad John ever did.
You can say that.
Big 1st down. Oh, John and I go way back in the day. 21-7. John and I like to say we're on the best high school basketball team that never won the state title. 21-7. 4:57. Big play by Wes Walls. Gets this big crowd back into the game. Little shuttle to Ditsworth. He gets a great block up front. Turns the corner and comes very close to his 1st down. Good block right there. Ethan Carlson made the block, and Ditsworth, who's having a big 1st half, they say he went out of bounds at about the 43-yard line, so 2nd down and 3. Clock running, 4:33. Big turn of events on the port. Snap to the punter, turns out to be a 1st down, and now the Indians have a big threat. Down 21-7. Here goes Ditsworth again as he cuts back nicely, finds his way through, picks up the 1st down. Jack Limbaugh came up and made the tackle from his defensive end spot, but that's a 1st down. Will Ditsworth, very patient on that run.
Yeah, he just made a nice sidestep of the first tackler there and bounced off and got out front. Picked up the big 1st. Now they're on the move after that punt scramble by Walsey.
You bet. Any points would be big right here. Indians jumped up 7-0, giving up 3 consecutive touchdowns, but on the move here with 3:51 to go, 2nd quarter. Lunt looks, has room if he wants, and the flag comes down from your umpire, and I think we're going to have ourselves a hold.
There was nobody in that area when
where
the flag was thrown.
Hold from the interior part of the line. That's going to bring it back and make it a 1st and 20 now. All the way back to the 42-yard line. So when the white hat throws that flag from that position, it is normally you're going to get yourself a hold.
Yeah,
or roughing the passer.
Yeah, in that area there, but all I saw was black jerseys where the flag bounced, but might have been the hold might have been up further.
So 1st down and 20 from back at the 43. 21-7 on your Premier Communications scoreboard. 1st down. bobbling the ball but picking it up, trying to get to the outside. Nothing really going on there for Joey Andres. And then we got another late flag right there. Might have ourselves a face mask this time, so turnabout is fair play, and Indians are clapping, so we'll see if it was a personal foul face mask or, well, no, they're going to go, yep, personal foul face mask, first down. Well, excuse me. That'll put them
15.
Yep, that'll pick them up 15 yards, so it'll be first down and 5 now for the Indians. So a lot of breaks going this way for the Indians, and they certainly need them to hang around with this big physical Algona football team. As the officials are trying to figure this one out, and that's a big one. And it'll be just short of the first down. So it'll be first down and 4 at the 25-yard line. Big play, 3:28 to go. So the Indians get a break after that hold penalty, come up with a face mask on a play that would have gained a few yards. And now Cade Lunt has a chance. A lot of momentum here for the Indians after losing it after giving up 3 consecutive touchdowns. 21-7, Algona leads, but the Indians on the move. Ditzworth slams it forward and has himself a first down at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, right at the 20 there. Good hard run again. Now they got it inside that red zone, or just outside the red zone, it looks like. Not quite the 20.
Jackson Knutson and Jasper Robinson are doing a nice job in that interior. They're the ones that popped that touchdown earlier. And these Algona Bulldogs are tough to move up front. Big, strong kids. But first down, Indians. 21-7 your score. Clock running, 2:55 here in the first half. And Coach Beloit says, you know what? This is a big drive. We're going to take our time. We're going to use one of our timeouts, and we're going to take a timeout with him. With the score, the Bulldogs lead 21-7 over the Indians, but Spirit Lake is on the move.
There, but I tried that earlier.
Welcome back to Metro Sports, 21-7. The Indians with a key possession right here have a first down at the Bulldog 20. Both these teams highly ranked. The Indians 1 or 2, depending on what poll you look at. And the Bulldogs 7 or 4 in Class 3A. Depending on Metro Sports, we come out with ours after we wait a couple weeks before we come out with ours, just to check out where everybody's at. But both these teams have high aspirations, and Coach Beloit will be looking for his 3rd state title in 16 years. Lunt fires, well caught. Deckard's going to spin, going to carry a bunch of Bulldogs down to about the 12-yard line. Stecker shows some strength right there. Multi-talent. Gets down to the 12. Did not get out of bounds. Clock running, but that may not be a bad thing, really, if the Indians can punch it in with a few moments left on the clock here in the first half. So it'll bring up a second down and 8. Stecker is to his left this time. Lunt on second down. They go right up the middle, and that time it ended as Will Ditzworth could not even get his feet going, and he was hit hard and brought down. Landon Thompson, 250-pound junior, came in. It's going to be fourth down and a loss of 4 on the play. Possible field goal attempt right here. The Indians need some points. They're going to take a timeout. Algona's going to take a timeout, talk it over, and when we come back, we'll see what Coach Josh Beloit does. Will he go for the field goal, or will he go for it on 4th and 7 from his 15 here on Metro Sports?
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Well, another key fourth down play, 4th down and 7 for the Indians, as Algona, once the Indians got near the 10-yard line, came up with some blitzing packages, Rob, and made 2 tackles for loss. 4th down and 7. Looks like Coach Beloit's going to go for it, and my guess is Ethan Stecker is going to be the target on this key 4th and 7 play.
Yeah, this is a big play right here, and certainly with 1:23 left to go, you want to get this in the end zone before halftime. Great defense by Algona here, buckling down in the red zone.
They gambled a couple times. We'll see if they gamble on 4th and 7. Cade Lunt, the quarterback for Spirit Lake, multi-talented, is going to roll to his right, looks, fires in the end zone for Stecker. It's too long and out of bounds, and the Bulldogs have held.
Yeah, they were well covered in the end zone there, and Lunt really had nowhere to go with the ball, but right to Stecker, high on the outside, but just a little bit too long.
So turnover on downs for the Indians, and with 1:15 to go, the Bulldogs, who have scored on 3 consecutive possessions, will have the football right here with 1:15 to go, and the Indians are going to have to stop the big play and tackle Alex Mansky.
Not easy to do, as we've seen so far.
That kid is a football player at any level. 21-7 the score. Algona going to go with a little counter draw right up the middle. Indians come hard, make the tackle. Good swarm tackle right there as Noah Lee, who has been very active, made the play. Got a little help from Joey Andres and Tyson Robinson, who's been in the middle battling that muscle for Algona, but he's holding up well. 2nd down and 2, under a minute to go. Mansky will look to throw this time. Good coverage by the Indians, and they're going to force and knock down. That's a great defensive series. From our standpoint right there, Rob, what a job by the secondary for the Indians. Great coverage right there. J.D. Schneider was all over what we thought was the intended receiver. So big play by the Indians. Sam Hendrickson also took away that long pass. It's going to be 3rd down and 2, but now clock becomes an issue with 34 seconds left in a long field, and we've got a hold, so that ball's going to come back even further. So we may see them they won't take a knee with 34 because Coach Beloit has 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, I think they'll probably just keep it on the ground, do a little run game here if they happen to break one. Stop that clock, get a 1st down here, and then maybe look at shooting one down on a deep throw. But more than likely with a lead, 21-7, they'll probably just try and grind out this half.
So we had an illegal lineman on that long developing play. That sometimes happens. So illegal lineman down the field. It's going to set up a 3rd down and 7 now with 34 seconds left. And the play that worries me, believe it or not, is the quarterback draw on this play. But the Indians have tackled very well and covered very well on this possession. They were ready to play here.
Yeah, you got to worry about it with a quarterback like this. That draw is always something he can do. Like I say, if you get a 1st down, it stops the clock. You still might have yourself about 25 seconds to get downfield.
Slagle is out here right. He is a speed burner as they're going to just run the clock right up the middle. The Indians are wrestling, trying to grab that football as Tate Garman popped one up. 25 seconds to go. The clock is more of an issue than anything, and Indians made a good play there trying to strip that ball away.
Now you might take a shot here with a quarterback like this and You got some speed on these receivers.
Well, Sam Hendrickson is lined up on East Okoboji. He's going to be way back there. They're going to fire at Mansky. And John coming in for the pick. And we saw it developing up here was Joey Andres. And Joey was thinking about a pick six right there. Almost did it.
Yeah, he saw that from the midfield and came across and made a great defensive play. Just couldn't quite get it in his grasp because he had some room.
Impressive coverage by the Indians on the pass, and now with 7 seconds to go, you would think that they're just going to go to the we're not going to call it the victory formation, but they're going to stack it up, down it, and that is going to end an eventful first half with your score. The Algona Bulldogs 21, the Spirit Lake Indians 7. You're watching Spirit Lake football, Spirit Lake Indian football on Metro Sports. We'll be back with the halftime report brought to you by Northwest Bank. The score 21-7 at the half.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Sportsmanship means doing what's right, treating your opponent with respect, no matter the score.
The guy across from you works really hard to get to where he's at, so you should respect him, respect all the work he's put in.
It always goes back to the golden rule, treat people how you would like to be treated.
I'm sure if you play sports, you've been around people who are unkind during the sport, but it makes it better when everybody's kind. You're out there playing a sport, you're out there to have fun. You can still want to win, but always be kind. Remember, that's a human.
Nothing you can say from the stands is going to change the call that they make on the field. No matter how hard you yell at them, they're going to stick with the call on the field. So it doesn't really help much. But what does help is encouraging your team when they're down, when the call doesn't go their way. Instead of yelling at the officials, try and help encourage your team and get them out of the funk that they're in, and try and get them in the right direction.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Chow freshly baked bread piled high with Italian-style meats and provolone. Hey to you too, hand-sliced veggies. Oil and vinegar, oregano and basil, nice to see ya. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yes. Should I see someone about that? Probably. Jimmy John's, order online or on the app.
Banking isn't just about financial products. It's about service and what we can do for you. Those personal touches are at the core of who we are at Central Bank. Decisions are made locally by people who get to know you. And while a lot has changed since 1877, we're still committed to our customers and to being the best bank in every community we serve. Central Bank, member FDIC.
It's 21-7. The Bulldogs lead as the Spirit Lake Marching Band. You talk about some people that work hard. These people are up early in their day, and they are just putting on a terrific show here at halftime, and a terrific show by Alex Mansky as the Algona Bulldogs, as he contributed 3 touchdowns. The Indians actually took the lead. A 90-yard drive capped off by a beautiful 4th and 5 touchdown run by Will Ditzworth, who has had an amazing first half. His 33-yard touchdown run on 4th and 5 gave the Indians a 7-0 lead. But after that, it's been all Bulldogs. Mansky on a 9-yard touchdown run after a 67-yard play for the Indians, tied it up, or for the Bulldogs, tied it up at 7. And then after a 4th down stop of the Indians near midfield on the very first play, a flea flicker play by the Bulldogs, a 46-yard touchdown pass, Mansky to Schuyler, and just like that, it was 14-7, and then Mansky with 5:33 to go in the second quarter, ran one in from 39 yards to make it 21-7. The Indians were threatening at the end, but ran out of steam and couldn't quite put it in the end zone. They will receive the second half kickoff. They trail 21-7 here at halftime. The halftime report brought to you by Northwest Bank of Spirit Lake and Sioux City and Des Moines, as Metro Sports as we get ready here on the Premier Communications scoreboard. 21-7 is your score at the half. These two highly ranked football teams, a lot of football left to play. Rob, we saw something, those big people up front, Schuler, Ulrich, Weir, Carter, big guys up front from Algona, big backs, big quarterback, kind of took over midway first quarter.
Yeah, you see the size difference there, and of course, jumping up a class, playing a class higher like that, Spirit Lake's seen some big boys out there, and they've done a nice job there in that last drive of kind of bottling up and sticking to their guns and maybe getting a little grit built in them, but the old trickery play caught them off guard, and that's 7, so it could be 14-7 had they not bid on that and got exposed. But look for a good second half here out of Spirit Lake. They can get right back in this as they receive the kickoff. So, we'll see what happens. Get second half going.
Tonight's football game is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Also, our sponsors and advertisers include Central Bank, Northwest Bank, Vern ID Motorcars, Greenberg's Jewelry, Sioux City Tarps, Baumgars, Bob Rose Point After, Manly Obic Chiropractor, Family First Dental, ILCC, OsteoStrong of Sioux City, and United Sports Academy. As we're going to watch this band perform, and the Indians are going to rest up a little bit, and they tackled much better in those last couple possessions against this big physical football team from Algona.
Yeah, they started to stick to their assignments and maybe get a little disciplined, as they probably had a little talking to on the sideline about what we're doing, what we should be doing. And like I said, you start to go into make some adjustments here in the locker room. And you know how that is. Good coaches, and Coach Boyd's a very good coach. And look for him to make a few adjustments and come out with a little bit different game plan, possibly.
In his 16th year with a couple of state championships, I think he knows what he's doing. Metro Sports TV on YouTube. Watch all of our free live and on-demand, and watch all of our content on YouTube this year, as Metro Sports has gone to YouTube, featuring our on-demand replays, our player coaches interviews, team and player rankings, game predictions, and sometimes we'll even throw a blog in there. All of this on Metro Sports YouTube. You can also find Metro Sports on Metro Sports Twitter, Premier Communications, SiouxlandProud.com, and Metro Sports TV. If you can't find Metro Sports, you're not looking hard enough, as Metro Sports is proud to present many high school football events, including next week. Go to metrosports.tv, take a look at our schedule, and one of our games going on tonight, Hinton versus Lamar's Galen. Mitch McCumber and his crew over there. That game's a scoreless battle at halftime. And then tomorrow night, our Metro Sports Sioux Falls crew Brad Newitt and his group simulcast with Fox Sports Radio, and also now on our linear TV channel, Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, number 1 ranked Harrisburg against O'Gorman. Brad Newitt and his Metro Sports crew will bring you the best of football from Sioux Falls. And later on this season, we'll be heading down to Des Moines, as Metro Sports will have West Des Moines Valley as a featured school. Looking forward to that. Valley is the defending champions in both football and basketball in 5A. So exciting times at Metro Sports, but a great place to be here tonight, as you see our drone shot of the beautiful East Lake, as Metro Sports continues to grow, and Rob, been a big part of that.
Well, I've enjoyed every minute of it. I appreciate you having me on board, and as we just keep growing, it seems like further and further away from home, but you get to see good football games. Like I say, we talk about getting into Des Moines now, and I can't wait to get down there and take in a couple games and see some of the 5A class down there and the ultimate football that they play down there. Wow. We can see some big-time football.
Well, we're watching some big-time football tonight. Big-time crowd here, as there are no room in the stands and the outer parts of the track area, this big crowd. And, of course, Algona, they're excited about their football team as well, brought over a big crowd. We're expecting a good second half here. It's 21-7. The Algona Bulldogs lead the Spirit Lake Indians. You're watching Spirit Lake football on Metro Sports.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click Live Sporting Events under the Sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half gallon to take home. Take the ride to Wattie's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries. CF Industries provides clean energy to feed and fuel the world. And find your next career at CF Industries. Tonight's game is presented by CF Industries, as their mission is to provide a clean world. As we get set for the second half, 21-7 is your score. You can see highlights tonight of this Spirit Lake Algona game on KCAU Sports Zone, 10 p.m. with our partners, Anthony Mitchell and KCAU News. Go to Metro Sports TV for next week's schedule. And if you like what you're seeing, please go to our QR code and help Metro Sports continue to bring you the best in high school sports in this area. And stay tuned for our Wall of Fame player of the game, as the Indians are up against a very big, determined football team. And Rob, we've seen our prototypical good state championship high school football teams. I think Algona in 3A is going to be a threat.
Oh, I do believe so. They're a very, very solid football team, and we've seen it. They've got size, they got strength, they got speed, athleticism. On top of it, they're the package deal. I think they're going to be dome bound if they work their way and keep out of injuries.
Another beautiful look at the Lakes region here at Metro Sports. Our drone pilot Jason Vore doing such a great job. When we come back, the Spirit Lake Indians will receive the opening kickoff, and they're going to have a big possession to start the second half. They trail 21-7. You're watching Spirit Lake Indian football on Metro Sports.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Welcome back. On your Premier Communications scoreboard, it's Algona 21, Spirit Lake 3. As we get set for this second half, the Indians will receive the kickoff. And it's going to be a big possession here. Metro Sports TV is the leader in live high school sports streaming, not only in Northwest Iowa, but across the Midwest. Metro Sports now is featured in Sioux City, Sioux Falls, Des Moines, and here in the Lakes region. And on demand wherever you may be. Whatever device you use, stream and find Metro Sports on YouTube, Twitter, online at Metro Sports, and with our tremendous partners, SiouxlandProud.com, KCU Channel 9, KFSY Channel 13 in Sioux Falls, Premier Communication, and simulcast with Fox Sports Radio. So Metro Sports, come join us. If you like high school sports, we do football and basketball. And happy to be here tonight, though we'd like to see the Indians go down and use that great play calling. They used that first possession and put the ball in the end zone, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. They moved it down there well, did a nice job. That's one of those things that you're going to see here now as Coach Boyd makes some adjustments. And, look for him to get back to that game plan, maybe make a few things that change up that they worked on in the off season, getting ready for a game like this, and just have to hold the physicality up front.
Will Detzworth had a big first half, big touchdown run, some key catches, some key runs. Going to play a big part as well.
Yeah, he's going to be a big component in any game this year, and we've seen him do a nice job so far here, and grinds it out against that real solid defense of Algona. So he'll come in to play big time, and like I said, it's long season yet, but man, you're only down 2 touchdowns, and one of those was that trickery trick play that they did a nice job executing. Algona did. So this could be a 7-point game without that flea flicker play. So
Bode Higgins, the tailback for one of the 2 fine tailbacks for Spirit Lake, seemed like one step away from popping a couple of big ones. That could be a big part too, because Algona will get tired as well.
Yeah, they'll start to wear a little bit. You get into that second half, and that long ball may come into play, and Lunt can air it out. There's no doubt about it.
So we get set here for the second half. We'll be back right after this. This is Metro Sports TV, as the Indians will get the ball here to start the second half. See if they can come up with some big plays and cut this deficit down.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
That stinks, because then we have to go back up. We're back 21-7 as we're getting ready to start the second half on a very comfortable evening here on Labor Day weekend as football is going to get set and big games coming up. No bigger game than going on here tonight. Two highly ranked football teams battling out here, and one of the key possessions is going to be that first possession of the second half, Rob.
Yeah, that's first one. Like we talked about, if they could get this in the end zone, it's a whole new outlook. So I wouldn't be too sure that they can't do it, that's for sure.
And nothing hurts like a big kickoff return as Wesley Walls steps back. Wes had a big return on a fumbled punt as he turned it into a 32-yard gain and a first down on a 4th down and 13. And he's back there now waiting, and no one says you can, nothing against bringing a kickoff back for a touchdown as well. So here we go to start the second half. The Bulldogs will kick it off. Making the catch is Isaiah McClowan. He's going to look and come through, and there he goes. He pops it to the outside. Look out, and he may go. He's at midfield. One man to beat. 40, 30, and he gets down to the 20, and there's your big kickoff return, and this big crowd for Spirit Lake is on their feet. What a run there by Isaiah as he took his time. Shows a lot of patience right here, and then he gets to turn on the jets, and he just needed one more block right there and couldn't quite get there, but a big play to start the second half for the Indians. Exactly what they needed.
Yeah, you can't beat that to start this half, and now they got the energy and the mojo going.
So first down as Cade Lunt, the quarterback, very efficient first half. Needs to get the ball in the end zone here. He's going to look, rolls to his right, fires, has a man in double coverage, and they're almost coming up with a play. And we're going to have pass interference as getting hit early on the play. That was Dylan Stecker, and that's going to be a 15-yard penalty, and a big play right there is going to be first down and goal inside, half the distance. So big play right there. Indians come out just like that. They're back in this football game.
Yeah, that looked like a great pass. Good defensive coverage coming in there, but they just hit him too early.
And you could tell as Dylan's back was bent before the ball quite got there. Up front for the Indians on offense, the starting lineup brought to you by Northwest Bank. Tyson Robinson at one tackle, Nolan Thiesfield at the other, Ethan Carlson, Jackson Knutson, and Jasper Robinson in the middle. Quarterback is Cade Lunt. The two tailback, Higgins and Ditzworth, and we're going to probably get a full dose of Will right here. Isaiah McClowan, who made the big kickoff return. At one receiver, Joey Andres, and the Stricker boys, Ethan and Dylan. So half the distance to the goal line at the 7-yard line. First and goal for Spirit Lake. Big crowd on hand. Now they're thrilled to see the big play. The Indians have a chance on first and goal. Ditzworth. On the reverse, they go to Stecker, and he gets to the outside. So Ethan Stecker on a little counter play, and a great call there as they used Ditzworth as a decoy, filled knee, as they faked that little trap play. And Stecker got to the outside and just about got in the end zone, out of bounds at the 2.
That's one thing about faking that trap up the middle is that keeps those interior linemen not to be able to flow down with the flow of the offensive line, and a nice play design there by Coach Boyd and his staff.
So the muscle up front is going to have to get the Indians in here. Will Ditzworth is the lone back. He's going to go set in a wing position. Now he's coming back the other way. The snap is Lunt's going to keep it, but a lot of Bulldogs, but he stretches forward, brought down at the 1-yard line as the Bulldogs, who have been blitzing quite a bit lately. Vanderwall, who has been very active from that defensive end position, came in, and just to the 1-yard line, it's going to be third down and goal from the 1.
Yeah, Lunt made something out of nothing there as they were deep in the backfield as they blitzed in there trying to catch Dismer on that one.
That's where that 6 a.m. weightlifting comes in hand. These kids go to and work so very hard. So third down and 1 for the Indians. 5 on the clock. They go over the outside and jumping over and touchdown. Beautiful call right there. And the Indians with a big touchdown right there to bring it up to make it a 21-13. As a great play right there. Again, just a little counter, and jumping in and scoring is Will Ditzworth for his second touchdown of the game. 21-13. Kick pending, and the Indians got exactly what they needed. A big kickoff by Isaiah McCowan, and then Ditzworth with the run. Kick is up. Kick is good. And just like that, the Indians are back in the football game, trailing 21-14 when we come back. 10:47 to go. Stay with us. This is going to be a thriller.
Today's banking is about so much more than numbers. It's about people. It's about community. It's about the next generation. Banking is personal. That's what we believe. And that's why we'll always put you first. Northwest Bank. Commitment you can bank on.
Welcome back. 21-14 is the score, as just what the doctor ordered for the Spirit Lake Indians. Big kickoff return, touchdown, opening possession of the first half. Huge, Rob.
Yeah, that was really, really big. And like we said, if they can get that in there, and now they just need to buckle down on defense, which that's a mouthful when you're talking about playing this Algona team. There's no doubt about it.
Well, sometimes a halftime break will stop a team's rhythm, and the Indians can come up with a big stop here, get the football back. They've shown that they can move the football. And 21-14, this one's a long way from over. 10:47 to go here in the third quarter. Huge crowd on hand to watch these two outstanding football teams that both have state championship aspirations. And from what we've seen, rightly so.
Really, really, really powerful teams going at it here in an opening game in Spirit Lake, and the beautiful facilities. You mentioned weightlifting that these kids do at 6 o'clock. Have you seen the weight facilities here?
All the facilities here. Here's the kickoff by the Indians. Looking for a defensive stop. Squibber going to get by, and that's going to cause trouble. Picking the ball way up as Vandy's foot down, and breaks a tackle, gets out of there, turns the corner, and turns disaster into a positive gain, as that was Ashton Marino. And a big play by Ashton as that kick knuckleball down there, and you couldn't kick it any better. Marino did not panic, picked it up, a missed tackle inside the 10, and he brought the ball up to the 16. So first down and 10 for Algona. Evan Ali, Tate Garman, and Tyson Vandewall are the big backs for Algona. The quarterback, of course, Alex Mansky. Big first half, couple of touchdown runs. The Iowa State recruit goes out in a spread behind that big offensive line. He's going to keep the football. Tripped up, but he leans forward for the better part of 4 yards on the play. Good play by the Indians there with some penetration on that quarterback draw as Mansky, and he has got a cramp, I hope. I hope that's all he has, as he's down right now. Looks like a cramp. Ditzworth made another tackle, and I believe it is a cramp. We're going to take a timeout with us as quarterback Alex Mansky has a cramp. The Indians back in this football game, 21-14. This is Metro Sports. Welcome back. Quarterback Alex Mansky is trying to work out a cramp, we believe. 21-14 is your score. 10:22 to go, third quarter. Welcome to Metro Sports, as we'll be covering Spirit Lake athletics all season long. Thrilled to say that. Indeed. Tonight's broadcast is presented by CF Industries, providing clean energy to feed and fuel the world. Metro Sports is also sponsored, and our leading advertiser is Central Bank. Telephone access to your Central Bank 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Making it happen since 1877 is Central Bank. And making it happen in the opening moments of the second half, were the Spirit Lake Indians, as they came up with some big plays. Isaiah McCowan, long 82-yard kickoff return, capped off a touchdown, and that might be more of an ankle than a cramp, as Ditsworth came in low, made a nice tackle, but Mansky moving a little quicker there, and hopefully it is just a cramp. We don't want to see that outstanding athlete, Iowa State recruit, ever be injured. I don't want to see anybody be injured. So we're going to have a new quarterback for at least a play here for Algona. So the tide has certainly changed. So going into the game will be Nathan Mansky, the sophomore 6'2", 185-pound brother of Alex. So one Mansky for another. This one's a sophomore. Has nice size to him. He's going to get his first snap. There have been a couple wild snaps. That one's directly to him. They're going to run it, and then here come the Indians. They came with everybody and flying in there to make the big hit was Will Ditsworth. He came flying in there to make that tackle. Boy, I could watch this kid play football all day long, Rob.
Yeah, he's really something outstanding.
Not only does he have 2 touchdowns on the night and getting close to 100 yards gained, that is his 12th tackle. Will Ditsworth playing outstanding football. So 3rd down and 8. Big play right here. The substitute quarterback, Nathan Mansky. There's that wild snap. He can't hold on to it. Brings it back inside the 10. And it's going to be 4th down for Algona, and Big Mo has certainly changed here.
Yeah, we're starting to see a whole switch on that opening drive. This punt could be huge. They could get a little run back, get it across midfield, set themselves up nicely to try and tie up this ball game.
So punting from their own end zone is Slagle, and the way these snaps have been going, every once in a while they have been a little bit wayward. So standing at his own at the Bulldog 42-yard line is Wesley Walls. Good field position here. Here comes the Indians. They almost get there. Ball might have been deflected, and it goes out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. That kick may have been deflected. I believe it was.
I think I did see a little hand get in there, and that ball fluttered as it come off the foot.
I think it was McCowan again making a big special play. And as we talked about with Coach Beloit, keys to the game, first game, special teams, and 2 big ones by Isaiah McGowan. A long kickoff return, and now a deflected punt, 1st and 10 for Spirit Lake at the 25-yard line. Down 21-14. They scored on their opening possession of the second half. Have a chance to tie it up here, 1st and 10. The quarterback, Cade Lunt, turns, looks, under pressure, has a man open, fires it out there. Ball caught, cutting inside the 10 to the 6, knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be nice play by the Indians for the 1st down as they fired it out there. And it's going to be 1st and goal. 8:32 to go, 2nd quarter, 1st and goal for the Indians with a chance to tie. We want them to come back. We didn't think it's happened so fast. Spread, Lunt surveying, has Walls to the right. It's going to go with a spot pass out front and cutting up and going in to tie up the game just like that. Bode Higgins, all that quickness, caught the spot pass and walked into the end zone. Great call again by the Indians. As you see, they went spread. Got a lead blocker. Just basically a long sweep as it is. And Higgins with all that speed. And they're an extra point away from tying this one all up. Just like that.
Outstanding job there on a spread out there. Dumped it out. Used the 2 blockers in front. Punched her in.
Ditzworth will, why not, see if he can do one more thing as he looks to kick the extra point. Snap is good, kick is up, kick is good, and we're tied at 21 with 8:29 to go. This one is brewing just as we thought it would. These two good football teams are tied at 21 when we come back, 8:29. We'll see if Alex Mansky returns to the field for Algona.
Happens in Siouxland every day.
KCAU 9 News cuts through the noise every day to bring what's happening around your community into focus.
Amplifying what matters in Siouxland.
Your time is valuable.
So when this happens, and this happens,
And this, count on KCAU 9 News to bring you what matters.
KCAU 9 News, we are Siouxland proud.
We're back after a deflected punt. The Indians have scored again to tie this one up at 21-21, and whatever Coach Beloit said at halftime, I'm buying it, because just like that, with 8:29 to go, we're tied at 21.
Yeah, he talked about some things, made some adjustments there, but I think it come out with a little more firepower, especially after getting that opening drive in the end zone. That gave them a little mojo, and then they came in hard on that kickoff. Got it set up, made some adjustments, and the punt got deflected. Everything's falling right for the Indians right now.
When you are sometime outmanned, outsized at times, special teams play a big part. And Isaiah McGowan has made two big plays, the long kickoff return and the block punt, deflected punt. Here's the kickoff into the end zone, and energy abound for the Indians at 21-21, and all eyes are on the quarterback position for Algona, seeing if Alex Mansky has returned, or will it be his brother coming out at quarterback. And the big fella is going to return. Last guy out, and here he comes.
I can't see a gamer like him is going to sit on the bench.
Hopefully it was
really
just
hurt.
a cramp, and it must be, because he looks like he's got a little spring to his step, and he's got a first down at the 20. But when he returns now, instead of a 2-touchdown lead, we're all tied at 21.
And now you look at it and say it's a whole different deal here. We're going to play a little more conservative, is what you'd think. But Andy Jacobson may be thinking something different over there at Algona.
Indians look like they're going to blitz. Here comes Ditzworth. Hits on the play, but he does get it outside. And Will just a step short, and he gave Mansky quite a rock right there. But a great catch and gain of about 5 yards as Jack Limbaugh snagged that one out. He high-pointed that quick pass. We're tied at 21, 2nd down and 5 for Algona.
Yeah, right there, Ditzworth come in there and put the lineman on his back as he went through him. Just didn't get quite there quick enough.
2nd down, 5. Little counter play going right up the middle, and look out. He may go at midfield. He may go all the way, and he will score. A little counter play. Nice play right there as they go to number 9, Will Weckert, and Will took off. Got a little counter play. It was a dandy, and goodbye, William Weckert. Touchdown. Right there's the counter, and then there's that speed, and he takes it the distance, 70 yards, and just like that, Algona has taken the lead, and suddenly this thing's turned out to be a shootout.
Yeah, that right there was something that Algona really, really needed as they were stumbling their toe a little bit here. And got a little banged-up quarterback, and nice breakthrough there. Great blocking on the offensive line.
Slago will kick the extra point, or at least attempt, and he knocks her through, and 28-21 is your score, as now we've had 3 touchdowns in the first half of the second half.
Like a first quarter of the second half. Holy moly.
Boy.
Hardly any time run off the clock.
So 28-21 on your Premier Communications scoreboard. As just like that, Algona Bulldogs have taken the lead.
bringing you to these games this year on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe on there and become one of our followers. We'll have many, many games across the high school season on into the playoffs, do a lot of that stuff, and into basketball season. Like you say, we'll pick up a few volleyball games here in Spirit Lake. I don't know if I'm going to be involved in them, but I would sure hope I would. I enjoy doing volleyball, and it's a great thing to get these girls some exposure up here at Spirit Lake as well.
Well, these kids, you see them in school and how hard they work. They're up early. They have a class load. A lot of them still have jobs. They have athletics. They work a heck of a lot harder back in the day than I remember.
Well, we got a couple of them working for us tonight. So
absolutely.
Those high school kids, they like to earn their money. And back in my day, you just planned on earning your money. It's just something you did, but really never got paid.
Exactly. 28-21 is your score, 7:42 to go, as this has turned out to be a shootout. Outstanding football game here tonight, as the Indians, who got a big long kickoff last time by Isaiah McCown, and he's hanging back at about his 5-yard line. Here's the kick. He's going to pick it up on a bounce. Here's that patient. He takes his time, looks for a seam, finds it, gets out to the 40. One man to beat, in and out, and Isaiah is having a huge second half. Such patience on those kicks.
Yeah, he just kind of set back, and you can see that on that drone shot that we had, that he set back. It's kind of neat seeing that from the end zone there of the drone, where he just waited for his blockers to get in front of him and got him a lane.
So great field position for the Indians at their 46-yard line, now trailing 28-21. This game is living up to its billing. Cade Lunt is the quarterback. Looks, pitches. Ditzworth, he picks a hole, comes up to about midfield, where he's brought down by Brody Shipler, the sophomore linebacker. Makes a nice play, and Coach Jacobson is very high on that kid, just a sophomore, and boy, he looks the part.
Yeah, it's fine looking. Going to grow some. Bigger, faster, stronger.
So 2nd down and 8 for the Indians. They'll be at Sioux Center next week.
Another tough opponent is Sioux Center's really built a nice program up there.
There's that little counter play, and popping it up nicely and very close to his first down is Will Ditzworth. Once again, the offensive line, Jasper Robinson's playing a great game at center, but a great trap block by Ethan Carlson got him up front. And
crossed up there and got that trap spot open, and Ditzworth just has a nose to find that hole. He knows how to run behind his big boys.
Robinson, the biggest lineman for Spirit Lake, has played a heck of a football game. 28-21. There's a snap. Lunt picks it up, goes long, has a man, and just inside. Just had to get it to his outside shoulder. He couldn't, and incomplete, as Dylan Stecker was out there. But good defense right there by Brooks Coleman.
Yeah, the defense was there and just got his hand up. Like you say, if he would have got it over his right shoulder to the outside, to the sideline, if he could have got just a little bit more under that ball, that's a 6.
You bet. On the coverage, was Nathan Mansky, the sophomore. Did a nice job. 28-21, 6:26 to go. Indians on the move, 2nd down and 10. Empty backfield, now coming in motion. Fake, Lunt keeps it. It's going to have positive yardage. He's very willing. He's not afraid to put his shoulder down. He smacks it up to about the 40, gain of 3, and took a hit. He's shaking it off just like that.
Yeah, he said that was a tough 3 yards. He got sandwiched between two Algona Bulldogs right there.
Landon Thompson came up and gave him a hit, but Cade's going to get up. I think he got it right in the elbow. He's reached for that a couple of times, but he's going to come in now here for a 3rd down and 7. Indians now trail 28-21. Came back from 21-7 at halftime to tie it up. Here's a spot pass down the middle and just not making the catch right there. And Ethan Stecker wants that one back.
Oh, he'd take that all day long. That's an uncommon play for him to let that slide through his fingers, because he had a first down and more just waiting for him there. But he'll redeem himself. He's a great athlete.
Sometimes those sprinters want to take off running before they catch it, and Ethan has a chance now on his key 4th and 7 play from the 40-yard line of Algona. And talk about the biggest play of the game so far. It's right here, Rob.
Yeah, this one they may want to talk about, but looks like they're going to go for it here.
Cade Lunt with that hard count has tried to get him off sides a couple of times. He's going to look. Pressure coming. Lies it up there and coming back, not making the catch. As they put it up there for Dylan Stecker and could not come back and make the play. And another 4th down non-conversion for Spirit Lake.
I thought there was a little bit of a contact down at the lower limb there before the ball got down there. And I think some of the sideline thought so too for the Spirit Lake Indians. No call, though.
Certainly would have taken that. So now 28-21 and good field position turned around here for Alex Mansky. Shaken up a little bit, but he's bounced right back. And after a trap play, went for a long touchdown the last time. We'll see if they lean on the run. Hand up the middle, and here comes the Indians. Playing hard. They come up again, and nice play as Lee comes in, and from that defensive end. He's played an outstanding job, and he came in hard that time. Loss of 1 on the play. Sometimes you have to beat these big offensive linemen with quickness, and the Indians have turned to that as they've been blitzing almost on every down. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Mansky on 2nd down and 11. Looks, scrambles, looks fine, fires a bullet downfield, and boy, can open late, and it would have been a touchdown. Boy, you can't throw it any better than that. As he's zipped it in there, the ball would have came back anyway, as Slagle, one of those speedsters, broke loose, couldn't hold on to the bullet. He'll want that one back, but it would have came back anyway. We got a hold.
Yeah, that was a good pass. He just couldn't quite pull it in. He got open behind the defense, and one of those ones, like you say, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, so we can talk about it until we're blue in the face. It ain't going to matter.
Slagle's an outstanding athlete, does, of course, the place kicking and receiving, running the ball, and he showed a burst right there, but it's going to come back, and it's 2nd down and 21, so another break for the Indians. From their own 29, 4:56 to go. Alex Mansky surveys the trips to the right. They like to run the counter out of this play. They're going to go with a quick pass. Ball's caught, tackle broken, and spinning up for a nice 8-yard gain right there was Tate Garman. And Garman has shown some nice moves. He's got some quickness. They've got a lot of weapons on this football team.
Yeah, that spin after the first contact, then another spin after the second contact, picked up another 5 yards after the initial meetup.
Boat Higgins came up and made the play. Boat has a touchdown in this football game. Out there playing well defensively. 3rd down and 11, big play. Mansky sets, has a man, throws, the ball is caught, and they're going to say out of bounds. And Algona will have to punt the football. So good stand by this gritty Indian defense, giving away a ton of size and weight.
Oh, they are, and they've done a nice job here, especially here in the second half, as they've buckled down in those crunch situations. I mean, obviously, the touchdown was the kind of a broken play touchdown, but when they've needed to, they shored it up.
So big stop, 4th down and 11 from the 39. The Indians should get good field position here, as watch out for the snap because they have not been very good. They almost blocked the last one. Little tail dragger caught at the fair caught, and they'll keep it right there as Walls is going to catch the ball, and they're going to start right there at the 28-yard line with a chance again. Turned it over on downs last time after getting to the 40-yard line. As you see us high above, our drone shot. Pleasant night here in the Lakes region. Getting ready for the Labor Day weekend, and these football teams, they don't rest. They rest about one day, but then they're right back at it. Big schedule for both and high expectations for both the Bulldogs and the Indians. 28-21, first down. Cade Lunt, the quarterback. Little draw play, the ball popped loose, and there's one of those turnovers as Will Ditzmer didn't seem like he got the clean handoff, and it popped loose, and that's the Indians' first turnover, and that's a key one right there.
And that could end up being a very, very important play for Algona there, as the handoff was just off on his, looked like it was maybe under his arm a little bit on the right side, and he got popped just as he crossed that line of scrimmage.
Landon Thompson on the recovery from the Indians, and Landon, one of those guys that is 5'11", 180, 190 pounds, 5'10", 185. A lot of those players on this football team. He made the play at linebacker, and it's going to be first down. And now this Indian defense that has played, they're going to come hard again with the blitz, and they get through it with penetration, can't quite wrap up. Spinning and twisting is Tate Garman as they overran that one. They are coming hard on the blitzes. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Clock running 3:33. This big offensive line for Algona kind of wore the Indians down in the first half. The Indians decided to go with some more quickness, attacking more, and it's paid off for the most part. But backs against the wall here. Mansky fires. That one's going to be incomplete as a tough throw, tough catch on that one. That's a play they worked in the first half, but the Indians made their adjustments and taken that one away. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 right here, probably 4 down territory for the Bulldogs. 3:10 to go.
Yeah, a lot of game left. Spirit Lakes has got to buckle down here after that turnover, and here's a big, big play in that cog of that wheel of getting it back on the offensive side and working your way out of a turnover.
They have been blitzing regularly, and watch out for the quarterback draw here. Mansky, though he was kind of nicked up, he has not carried the ball here. Going to go with a delayed handoff, and the Indians will swarm him there beautifully as Tate Garman, the junior, was looking for a place to go. Nothing really there, and he's hit hard. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Tell you what, pound for pound that Spirit Lake gives up on that line of the defensive line versus the offensive line there. You can't tell it.
I was watching the junior defensive end, Noah Lee, who has been very active. He's near us here. He jumped over a blocker, turned around, and jumped on the ball carrier, brought him down. 4th down and 5. Big play right here. Watch how hard count for the Indians. Mansky surveys, looks. Here comes the blitz. They have pressure on. Lee has a shot, can't get him, and Mansky uses his strength to get inside the 20, down to the 12. They had a shot, but the big fella just a load, and that's a first down.
You can see it here. Had him in the backfield, but well, that's the long one. My bad, I picked the wrong replay.
That's all right. Mansky is down, and it might be that ankle again. Noah Lee had a shot at him, but boy, at 6'4", 220 in space, and I think they got a cramp here again as Mansky's down. And big 4th down and 5. Big play by Mansky to get the first down. He's down again. We're going to take a break with him as the Indian defense is going to have to regroup after a big 4th down and 5 conversion. It's 28-21. Algona leads and threatening. (28-21) here in the 3rd quarter, 2:24 to go. Still a big crowd watching this football game, and it's still in doubt. But the Indians are going to have to come up with a big defensive play here as 4th down conversion by Algona. has put them with a first down and 10 at the 12 as the quarterback, Mansky, is down again. We believe it's cramps. They keep stretching it. Could be an ankle. We don't know, but he's going to go off the field again, and his kid brother is going to take the snap, and that went backwards. And if the Indians can make a stop here, as Nathan Mansky, the heir apparent sophomore quarterback, 6'2", 190, certainly looks the part. He's going to step in for his brother and see if he can get him in the end zone. First down and 10 at the 12-yard line. Indians again showing blitz. Here they come. They go with that little counter play right there as Ashton Marino, again, one of those guys that short and stocky and pretty quick, put his head down, and they're running nicely. When they need yardage, they like to go behind Tate Carter. And at 6'4", 275, Tate, number 57, just a junior, has thrown some great blocks over there on the right side.
Yeah, he's able to crunch out on that. He pushed wide, and the running back, of course, reading that, shot inside and got a nice counter back. Good pickup for them on first down.
So second down and 5, clock running, and with their top quarterback out, Coach Andy Jacobson says, you know what, we're going to take our time. 10 on the play clock. Nathan Mansky, there's that low snap, but picks it up, bouncing to the outside, and making things happen as Marino gets down to the 5. And I'll tell you what, the grit of this Indian defense is something else. I'll tell you, they are giving up probably 20, 30 pounds a man, but they're coming up and they're making plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact in that line right off the bat, and Spirit Lake continues to counter it and just come off of that and kept pushing to the side even though they were getting beat on. Good defensive stop again.
Third down and 2. And milking the clock a little bit is Algona. And why wouldn't they? And here comes Alex Mansky back in the football game. And now they're going to call timeout as clock got a little too far for the Algona staff. We're going to take a timeout with them. When we come back, third down and 2 from the 5-yard line. Algona leads 28-21.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill. Enjoy delicious burgers, steak tips, wings, and the best pizza around. Get a Chiefs Bloody Mary and make sure to grab a half gallon to take home. Take the ride to Waddy's Bar and Grill in Hudson, South Dakota.
Third down and 2 at the 5-yard line for the Algona Bulldogs. They lead 28-21. Off and on the field has been Alex Mansky fighting some cramps, we believe. The big fella is going to come here third and 2. As checking in is William Warwick. There's a low snap, and the Indians with penetration, and they make the play. Great adjustment by the Indians. Rather than stand back and get ran over, they've been sending players. And J.D. Snyder with a big tackle there going to set up a key fourth down play, and that might be the last play of the third quarter. 28-21 as we go to the fourth quarter. Algona will have 4th and 3 from the Spirit Lake 6-yard line when we come back on Metro Sports. Hope you're enjoying this broadcast. We sure enjoy being here. When we come back, 4th down and 3 from the 6.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
You don't just play, you game. United Sports Academy at CNOS Fieldhouse has every field for every player. 20,000 square feet of turf, 3 batting cages, volleyball courts, basketball courts, pickleball, and more. If you got game, you got to get to United Sports Academy. Challenge yourself and sign up for programs, teams, or even rent the facility. Lessons, sports clinics, and training for every athlete. Get your game on at United Sports Academy. Online at usportsacad.com.
Pat Schultz, Rob Maynard, Metro Sports here tonight, 28-21. It's 4th down and 3 at the 6-yard line for the Indians. As Coach Beloit's team has put a gritty performance. Rob, 4th down and 3. You kind of live by the blitz. We'll see what happens right here.
Yeah, this is going to be a huge play.
Quarterback Alex Mansky has been nicked up. Will he keep the football on 4th down and 3 from the 6? Big play here tonight. Indians come with the blitz. They go on that staggered count, and they got the first down. So that's just good coaching on both sides, really, as Algona took the suspense out of there, went on the delayed second slap, and it'll be 1st and goal right there. Good timeout usage right there by Algona.
It was, and like you say, on both sides, because they bring that blitz and they don't do the hard count. They get eaten up in the backfield, and it's Spirit Lake football. So, not a bad defensive deal there, other than they pick up the first where they're at.
And what a great play, because you are so anxious to make the play. So 1st and goal now at the 3. Power unit in for Algona. Mansky, the big fella, is going to just put his shoulder down and carry Indians into the end zone. And nope, they're going to say he's down at the 1-yard line. And Algona sideline didn't believe it, but they're going to bring it down. Wesley Walls came up from his safety position to hit the big fella. And that's going to just run the clock just a little bit more. Well, you're not in the end zone until you get in.
No, I don't think he was in the end zone. I think that was a good call by the official. And of course, they're a lot closer than we are.
Yeah.
But we got some good camera on that.
2nd down and 1 right here. Mansky been nicked up here in the second half with some cramps. That was his first carry since he's been injured. Now this is going to be his second one, and he just puts his shoulder down and slams into the end zone against that blitz. As that was man versus man, and the bigger men won it right there. Touchdown, Algona. Mansky's 3rd rushing touchdown of the night.
Yeah, he's a handful. I mean, he does so many things. We saw it in the first half. Great play, great running. Does a lot of really, really good things.
And he's very willing. I see we've been, somebody else brought a drone. Getting a little closer. We get a nice picture of their drone. Kick is up, kick is good. It's 35-21. 11 to go. Indians not out of it. They're going to need a touchdown. They have gotten big kick returns here lately. We'll see what happens when we come back on Metro Sports.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Third rushing touchdown of the night for Alex Mansky, and it was a big one right there. And now the Spirit Lake Indians will be looking from behind. They jumped out early, led 7-0 right off after their first possession. 33-yard touchdown run by Will Ditzworth, who has played an amazing football game. Gave them a 7-0 lead. Algona came back with 3 consecutive touchdowns to take the lead 21-7 at halftime. Then the Indians came rolling back with back-to-back, tied it up at 21, but now back-to-back touchdowns by Algona.
Yeah, Algona has had a great answer after giving up that initial score. And they just, you can just see that size and strength makes a huge difference. Even though Spirit Lake's defensive line has played unbelievable, in my opinion.
Oh, boy. 35-21. Here's the kick. They've excelled. The Indians have on special teams. Going to get good field position here out to the 42-yard line. And it's going to be first down as Sam Hendrickson with a nice return coming up a little gimme. Sam's played a nice football game at that safety. Sam Hendrickson has played a nice game at that safety position for the Indians. Cale Lunt comes on up, down by 2 touchdowns, 11:06 to go. Steckert in motion at the wing position. Little counter play right there, and that's going to keep the defense honest. Short gain on the play. At Sioux Center next week are the Indians. Our next game will be the 23rd, I believe, as they'll take on Forest City, because that has a good football team. So the Indians on the road the next 2 weeks, and they're home, I believe, on the 23rd or 24th. Lunt looks, has time, and has a completion right over the middle to the 40-yard line. Good catch and throw right there, and the Indians are in business on a great play right there as Dylan Stecker, who has made some big plays here tonight, and great pass right here. Stecker with a great pattern. Look at that, right underneath, and well thrown right over the linebacker's head. And Stecker has himself his first down, and we got another cramp at the 41-yard line. And things are starting to heat up. That's Slagle, who has been all over the field tonight. The 6', 380-pound senior. He went down, but bounced right back up, and here come the Indians. Still in this football game. Plenty of time left. 35-21. This score is going to resonate throughout the state. Everybody's got their eye on this football game.
Yeah, it's a great matchup. I mean, you got two really, really good ball teams here.
They look, they fire, spot pass out here to Ethan Stecker. Nice play right there by Algona as Tate Garman, who has made some nice plays from the offensive line of scrimmage, comes up and gets his hand on Ethan, who is a threat every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, these kids are, they've got a lot of skill players and do a lot of different looks and things, and the coaching staff does an exceptional job, I feel, of mixing it up.
Well, we do a lot of 5A football. Of course, Sioux Falls with those big schools. So a lot of teams don't go two ways, if at all. And here, 2A and 3A, you have to. Little counter play right up there, slamming it is Ditzworth, and he's just a handful. That kid just loves to play football. I'll tell you what, if I'm starting a football team, one of the first kids I'm calling is Will Ditzworth. He is something else.
I would take him day in, day out, and of course we see several others, but man, he's been taking a beating and keeps on ticking here. He's just gets back up and relentless.
Just seems like he thrives on the energy. 3rd down and 4. Unofficially, we have him down for 15 tackles and 87 yards rushing.
Holy moly, he's done a little more than I thought he's done.
How about that? 3rd down and 4 right here. Lunt, the quarterback, in motion. Stecker, he looks for him, fires it down the middle, has his man. That's going to be a first down at the 20-yard line. Big play right there. Same look. Dylan Stecker this time. 2 big catches by him. Another good offensive play right there. A lot of motion going the other way. Slip the receiver right underneath, and you see another pitch and catch. Stecker right there on the outside. Comes underneath. Sits down. First down.
Nice job. Good drawn-up play again as they took some of the defense to the outside.
First down, Indians. Down by 2. Little flare pad. Ethan Stecker, touchdown. Beautiful fade pattern. And just like that, we have ourselves a football game. Ethan Steckert on the play. Here you see it from the drone look. Ethan Steckert out here to your, on the screen to the right. Gets a snap, fires it up there. Little fade pattern, touchdown at 6'4", 205. Good target. The Indians simply will not go away. Will Detzworth, we forgot to add, he's been kicking the extra points as well tonight. Low snap, they get it up, and did he slide it in there? No. The snap was just a little, and it just got to the outside, and the missed extra point makes it 35-27. Ethan Steckert with the 12-yard touchdown pass from Cade Lunt. But the missed extra point sets it back just a little bit, and now that defense is going to have to come up with another big play for the Spirit Lake Indians. Spirit Lake bench did not like, they believe, the center. They had someone over the center, which you can't do anymore on the snap, and they're contesting that a little bit, and sometimes that can cause a poor snap on an extra point. 35-27, 8:17 to go. Is it too far-fetched to try a little pooch kick or possibly even an onside kick here?
Well, you know, at 8:17,
a little early, but you don't want to give the football to the.
That's the thing is with the big size of the backs that Algona has here, they're able to grind out a lot of clock. Still quite a few timeouts left, 3 for Spirit Lake. So I don't know. I'd probably kick it away, try to get it deep here, maybe see what you can do, and special teams snuff them inside the 20 possibly, but I'm here, they're there, they're the coaches, and I'm just sitting here talking.
Shout out to some of our Spirit Lake fans watching Metro Sports TV, the Christensen family watching live tonight. Hope they have a happy Labor Day and seeing a good football game here on Metro Sports. Aren't we glad we came up? 35-27 is your score. And this big, powerful Algona offense will probably be in full smash mouth mode here. Here's a little pooch kick coming up as Marino. He's going to try to get the outside, comes back in. Good special teams again by the Indians, who have excelled on special teams here tonight, excluding that snap. But the Spirit Lake bench was not happy about, I believe the center was covered on that.
You know, it's quite possible that, you know, they saw that, but you'd think the officials were, the back judge would be able to see that from his angle. But I don't know. You know, sometimes you see it, and sometimes they, right when the snap's made, they jump over in, you know, anticipation of it. So that does affect the snap a lot of times. So Spirit Lake could be right.
Here come the Bulldogs right here. 8:15 to go. 3 timeouts left for the Spirit Lake Indians. They trail by 8. Mansky, the quarterback, that little counter play that they've been running quite a lot, trying out a little trap block as Tate Garman, their speedster, tries to cut up inside. No, that was Will Weichert who had the big touchdown run of 62 yards earlier, trying to get that speedster outside. And again, one of those 5'10", 5'11", 180-pound players matched up with a big quarterback and a big offensive line. You got quite a football team.
You do, when you can put a back like that behind guys who are 6'3", 6'4", you know, in that 275, 280 area, and just make a big hole for you. And the backs do such a good job of reading the space that they're getting, and they stick to that execution of play.
They have a Bulldog down on the field, and unfortunately that does not look like a cramp. And we're going to take a break with them as they take a look there. One of the linemen for the Bulldogs went down. 35-27 is your score. When we come back, 8 minutes to go. You're watching Metro Sports TV.
Iowa Lakes is the biggest bang for your buck. I don't know why you wouldn't come here. There's more to community colleges than you think. It's not just go to class and go home. There's still so many fun things you can do on campus. I made some great friendships with my professors. Like, I wanted to go to class. I wanted to do their assignments. You know, I liked the challenge that they gave me. And I think that makes a world of difference. I couldn't have asked for more. My name is Lauren Flayhardy, and I think Iowa Lakes is the perfect place to be.
Well, we have another cramp situation, we believe, down on the field as hot, humid. Beginning of the season, you see that quite a bit. 35-27, 8 minutes to go. Pat Schultz, Rob Maynard, Metro Sports here tonight as our crew have a crew in Hinton tonight as the Hinton Blackhawks and Lamar's Galen were battling. crew tomorrow, Harrisburg against O'Gorman. Our Sioux Falls Metro Sports crew will do that game, so turn on. You want to see some good football, boy. Those Sioux Falls schools really battle hard, especially Harrisburg. And O'Gorman, of course, a perennial.
And talk about facilities. We go up there. It's about like this. You know, you get treated to royalty. You come here. Clint and Casey and all the crew here last week or 2 weeks ago when we came up and installed outlets and everything else for us. They do just such a fantastic job up here. Like I said, just the start of it with the partnership with Metro Sports and you know, just one of those things that I'm so happy to be part of, and seeing the growth in the company, and now we're moving up into other areas. And you might take that ball game out and up at Sioux Falls tomorrow, and at Hayward Field. What do they call it up there?
Howard Wood.
Yep. And man, what facilities that is! You know, in the East High down there last night, beautiful setting down there after the rain blew through, just crazy. And then we had them up at Hinton tonight doing that game. Just been a great deal, and the Metro Sports is you know, for me, it's just been a great thing, and you know, I enjoy being at every one of them.
No, I enjoy being here too a lot. Rob is our do-it-all man. He's producing, doing color tonight. He's got the drone going around, doing a great job with our young cameraman who made the trip up, and so happy to be here at Metro Sports as we hope they were stretching that leg as it was a cramp, but now we don't see it. One of the big linemen, anytime you run those little counter trap plays, those can happen with linemen doing a little more running there, and I think that's worse than a cramp. As
somebody falls on the back of your leg, and you know, I'm how more kids don't get hurt, you know, in situations like this. So hopefully he's able to get some ice on that baby, because they're certainly going to need him.
That is
the season.
The wingback, Tyson Vanderwall, who was coming down on the crackback on that play. He plays that wing position, and he went down, and he's had a big football game tonight. 5 tackles for losses. He also has a 73-yard catch and run, so that would be a big loss. Tyson Vanderwall, just a sophomore, 6'3", 225. So hopefully Tyson's doing okay. That's going to be 2nd down and 10. Mansky's going to throw a very safe pass out on the perimeter, pick up a block, and cutting to the outside is Slagle, and he makes one of those utility plays, if you will, by a very good, versatile football player.
Yeah, they have all the package. I'll tell you what, Algona is just impressive on the packages they build. So they've got the outside with speed. They got the outside with grit and power, as you just saw right there after the initial catch. Straight over on the line of scrimmage, and he's able to pick up 9.
You're going to see some muscle right here on a 3rd down and 1 from the 36. Indians trail by 8. They're going to go under the snap and do run a quarterback sneak, and they got themselves their 1st down, as first time we've seen them go under center.
And that wasn't the quarterback, so that what do you call that? Some semi-wildcat?
Yeah, the wing back came in motion, and Jack Limbaugh at 6'5", 235 on a quarterback sneak.
Sneak in there ahead of the quarterback and take the quarterback sneak is outstanding play drawn up there.
The only problem with that is when you take that first snap of the season, of the year, of the game, sometimes it doesn't work, but that one worked with ease, and with 7:26 to go, Coach Jacobson with an 8-point lead is going to try to milk as much clock as he can and lean behind these big backs in line, but good penetration by the Indians that time, but dragging them forward is William Weckert, and Weckert shows that he's been working out a little bit.
I'll tell you, that initial contact was behind the line of scrimmage, though. The Indians will not give up on the fight. And the determination of those guys, I mean, you see the nose guard there, he's given up, I wouldn't even say maybe 60 pounds.
Bo Higgins came up that time, tried to make a play in the backfield as the Indians were trying to strip the ball away. 2nd down and 6 at the 43-yard line. Again, showing blitz. Snyder up on the line of scrimmage. They pitch it forward. Marino's putting his head down, pops out of there, and the little Bulldog brings it right up there, literally
Bulldog.
and metaphorically.
Yeah, that Bulldog got his legs going there and just growled his way down the turf. Holy cow. Taking 2 guys with him, and the third one jumped on his back to bring him down.
5'10", 210 pounds, and a first down. Indians one break away from getting this big crowd back on its feet. Trailed 21-7, tied it up at 21-18. Fell behind 35-21. Now it's 35-27. But the Bulldogs milking clock behind their all-state quarterback, Iowa State recruit. Little counter play this time, but great play by the Indians on that ball carry. As coming up was Tyson Robinson, who has played a good game. He's been that nose guard battling that 3-4 defense, 3-5 defense, if you will, and he's up there battling every play. He makes the play right there. Clock running, 5:29 to go. Second down and 10 from 35. Coming into the game is Nathan Mansky. He's going to, sophomore, had a couple trips at quarterback. He's a wide receiver right there, but doubt the Bulldogs are going to throw the football. A little dive play, and popping out of there and getting good yardage was Tate Garman. And now fatigue is setting in, leaning against that big offensive line. Weir, Ulrich, Schutzer, Carter, all of them up there just blocking away. Just a lean right there. And bringing up a third down and 3. Clock running, 4:39. The Indians will be at Sioux Center next week, and that's not going to be a gimme.
No, especially they're going to have to take about 3 days to recover from the
absolutely
brutal strength.
Third down and 3. Mansky usually keeps it on that. He's going to do it again. Cuts it right up the middle, runs over a couple of players, and goes into the end zone. His 4th rushing TD of the night. Alex Mansky, as they spread it out, missed tackle, and the big guy just ran her in. Here it is, little counter block, and then he's just too big and he's too strong. At 6'4", 225, and he can run.
Yeah, he definitely has his shoulders square, parallel to the line of scrimmage, and just lowers them, and tough to bring down a player like him.
And another thing, he is very willing. He will put those shoulders down. Kick is up, kick is good. 42-27. 4:16 to go. The Indians came back from 2 touchdowns before. We'll see if they can do it here in the final moments of this football game. We're back. Touchdown run by Alex Mansky. Another touchdown run, his 4th of the football game. He's also thrown for 1, and that was a big one right there, giving the Bulldogs a 42-27 lead with 4:16 to go. And the Indians are going to need one of those big special plays right here, special team plays right here. Isaiah McCown has done that a couple times. Had a 75-yard kickoff return and deflected a punt. And Isaiah is on the right there. We'll see if they kick to him. They've been pooching it a little bit and may do that right here with the lead. Yep, they do. That little squibber picked up, and Indians are going to have great field position coming up to about the 40-yard line, as they don't want to kick it to McCowan, and I don't blame him. He's had a big game.
Yeah, it's probably a good move on Algona's part to kick it away from him, as he has had quite a few yards.
4:10 to go. Indians need to score in a hurry and then get the football back. Cale Lunt, the quarterback's been outstanding. Touchdown pass their last possession. A beautiful pass to Ethan Steckler, and he's in there now. The Stecker boys have been outstanding, both Ethan and Dylan. Lunt looks, fires, going for Ethan, and he's lucky to get that one back.
A little right into triple coverage there as the under linebacker went with, and the middle linebacker came over.
That linebacker was Ashton Marino. He wasn't supposed to be there. He's not there in practice. And, that play works in practice. Yeah. That time, Marino, as you said, came from his linebacker position and dropped way back. So incomplete. Second down from the 38. Lunt looks under duress, fires beautifully, and picking up the ball and short gain right there, but that'll bring it up a third down in about 4. Marino again, that linebacker. They're dropping them back just a little bit. They'll give up those short yardage. Gain a 7 on that, 3rd down and 3, but the clock is running. And the Indians are going to have to pick it up just a little quicker. But they're going to have to pick up this first down if they have any hope of staying in this football game. They pop it right up the middle and very close to his first down. Depends on the spot. As Bode Higgins tried to pop out of there, they do say he got his first down.
Yeah, that's a nice run there, and that just shows you the grit and determination of this line. For Spirit Lake to be able to run that and get that first down.
Very disciplined football team. Bode Higgins is just a step away. Good pass protection, breaks down. Lunt's going to roll, fires, and the ball is caught nicely. Great catch right there by number 5, Dylan Stecker. And Dylan is it's his 5th catch of the night, and that was a big one. Right here is under duress. Lunt fires out there. Stecker, and nice play right there.
Nice. All around good play. And on the run, that's a tough ball to throw.
42-27 on your Premier Communications scoreboard. First down at the 35-yard line. Indians not giving up. Quick touchdown here, and you never know on this turf what's going to happen on onside kick. Lunt has time, fires, ball deflected and knocked away. That one just a little hard for Ethan Stecker over the middle, and that'll bring
a little heat on that ball. A little bit behind him on a sidearm throw. That's a nice pass. It just Ethan on the run there, Stecker on the run, trying to catch it behind his head.
Boy, you get him in space, and it's going to be a foot race to the end zone. But that one didn't work, and it's second down and 10, 3:03 to go. Cade Lunt, over 200 yards passing tonight. Steps, fires, has him. This time Stecker makes the catch, leans forward for his first down. They're going to give him a back foot spot, so he's going to be a little short, so the clock will continue to run. It'll be 3rd down and 1. 2:46 to go. Clock running. Need the first down right here. Lunt, the quarterback. Little delay handoff and firing it right up the middle was Will Ditzworth. He's over 100 yards on the night with that run. Clock stops, 2:30. Oh, officials are in a hurry. They want to get home. There's timeout. Oh, we got Landon Thompson is down for Algona, and we're again hoping it's just a cramp. And we're going to take a little break with him. 42-27, 2:27 to go. First down for the Indians. They won't go away.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank. Member FDIC.
One.
Pat Schultz, Rob Maynard, high above. Spirit Lake, Iowa, watching two good football teams battle it down to the wire here, Rob, as the Indians on the move here, down 42-27. We've seen crazier things happen. All the football we've watched and covered over the last decade. So who knows?
I tell you what, it's we've seen two touchdowns over at Elk Point Jefferson. We saw 2 touchdowns in 6 seconds. So, one of those things, it certainly can happen.
I remember you covered that game. That was something else. Well, Cade Lunt is not giving up here, as he's had a fine night, has an outstanding quarterback, and get him in the end zone right here.
Still helping the youngster off the field. Those cramps really do.
Well, if these two football teams stay healthy, look out.
Yeah, that's a key.
Lunt against the blitz, probably got a hold there. They fire it down the middle. There's your touchdown. As they go right down the middle, and there's Dylan Stecker, who deserves that touchdown right there. As the Algona staff is out, they saw the same thing I did on that blitz, but hey, that's just can't call them all.
Yeah, take a look at it here, and you can see it
right down here, and there it was. And there's the touchdown. But Dylan Stecker deserves that touchdown, and the extra point. They're going to go for 1 to keep it at an 8-point game. We'll go for the onside kick and see what happens. What a shootout here we've had here tonight. Kick is up, and it might have been deflected, but it crawled over, and it's 42-34 as Dylan Stecker's TD. And now we're going to have the onside kick coming up.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Gritty performance by the Spirit Lake Indians. Just simply will not go away no matter what happens. Big touchdown there, 42-34, setting up an onside kick situation. You just never know, Rob.
No, this is fun. It's fun, for us to do. You always want to be on the team where you have the lead at this point, but you have the opportunity, and that's when you're playing a class higher than you. You just want to have the opportunity to be in the ball game, and Spirit Lake hasn't been out of this game the entire night. Right there, striking distance. 2:19 to go. That's a lot of football. They still got 3 timeouts left.
3 touchdown passes tonight by Cade Lunt, including the last 2 possessions. And to the Stecker boys, also has a 9-yard touchdown pass to Bode Higgins. So big night for Cade Lunt, as he hasn't 2 good football quarterbacks here tonight.
Yeah, that's you see these outstanding players going to Iowa State, both sides of the football, and Matt Campbell recruiting Northwest Iowa has been outstanding. We got Cooper Ebel from Hartley Melvin Sanborn. He's on this. He's second in command on the linebacker crew down there now. So, that's a Hartley Melvin Sanborn right up the road player.
Here's the onside kick right here. Nope, they're going to go with a little pooch. It could be trouble. They do not fair catch it, but they do down it.
Wow, what a catch that was. Over the shoulder, Willie Mays.
Yeah, Tate Garman, of course, as athletic as he is, that was just a ho-hum, but I've been scared to death, especially when I didn't see the fair catch call go up. So 42-34, and this is going to be a sellout by this stunting and blitzing Spirit Lake defense, who have tried everything they could to stop this hard, hammering, versatile Algona offense, of course, led by just an outstanding quarterback in Alex Mansky.
We'll see how this plays out here. I mean, there's still plenty of time on the clock.
And we have seen some wayward snaps. 2 timeouts for Spirit Lake in the game, 2:18 to go. They spread it out. Here's that little fake counter, and here comes the Indians just as quickly as they can, blitzing. They're going to use one of their timeouts right there.
Well, that's the one thing about that. They went into an interior blitz because they had the wide out spread outs there. They had to they kept their guys man-to-man on the outside, did a nice job containing, and there was great blitz on the interior.
Well, unofficially, I got Will Ditzworth with his 20th tackle of the night.
Holy moly. That kid is a player, I'll tell you what. We talk about a lot about those skill players on the offensive side, but, man, I love to see the defensive play. We've talked about them over the years, different teams that we've picked out on, and you can pick out that certain player that plays bigger than he is and heavier than he is, I should say. And that's the kid right there tonight. He's got my outstanding defensive player of the game, in my opinion.
You may even say offensive player because he's rushed for over 100 yards and has 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I mean, you can look at that on both sides of the ball. There's no doubt about it.
And he's kicked 4 extra points. So
maybe we'll just call him the outstanding player of the game.
Yeah, what a performance by Will Ditzworth. The clock is stopped, 2:14 to go. 2 timeouts for Coach Beloit, so they can stop it a couple of more times here. Mansky, there's that snap low. They pick it up, and they missed a tackle, and slipping out of there nicely was Garman, who can do that. There's that timeout. That'll leave the Indians with 1 left. This isn't over. We have not seen Evan Ollie. Oh, there he is out there. He limped off a little earlier. Now he's back in the football game. He carried the ball earlier quite a bit. We have not seen him lately, but he's still out on the field.
It's a big play coming up here. Spirit Lake selling out on those blitzes, but I tell you what, they've done a very fine job covering on the outside. It's almost forcing Algona to maybe try and put one in the air here. You put it with a quarterback with his experience and his athleticism, let him roll out, see what he can do. He can always eat it and run around the outside and pick up a couple. This is a big play.
Yeah, they like to do that little spread and then do that little counter quarterback draw, which has worked for a couple of touchdowns here. You may see it again. And one-on-one, he's a load. So 3rd down and 7 at their own 32-yard line, 42-34. An exciting football game here tonight between 2 good football teams. 2:09 to go. They're going to try to run the counter, and they wrapped him up and brought him down.
Just what they needed. 4th down. Got to punt it away. They're going to get it back with, probably about, what do they have left? About a minute 40, minute 45, easily.
No time. No timeouts. They have deflected 1 punt tonight. 2:01 to go, down 8. And they're going to get pretty good field position. The punting for Algona, both the snaps and the kicks themselves have not been very good.
Yeah, you got yourself about 150 on the reception here if you fair catch it. But I don't know. I'd probably try and run that back as far as I could because the Walsey back there has shown that he can really get it with it.
Well, and he also has some help out there with McGowan, we've seen him return them. So a couple of dangerous returners back for Spirit Lake. 4th down and 8, 2 minutes to go. The Indians will get the football and a chance to tie the game. Boy, that missed extra point, we'll see if it makes a big difference here. Of course, you got to go down and score. Algona's punt game has not been real good. Though Slagle is the kicker and the athlete. They're going to set up the return now. He gets off his best kick of the night. High, fair catch called, and the Indians will take over at the 38 with a chance to tie the game.
That's a big-time punt there. They didn't come with the heat like they had. Spirit Lake didn't quite bring as many. That probably helped out that punt, but they got decent field position here, though. Spirit Lake's nowhere near out of this. 1:55 on the clock. A lot of time. They're going to have to go to the outside a lot to get their guys out of bounds or across the middle for a sure first down.
Have plenty of time. Cade Lunt, 3 touchdown passes tonight, 2 in his last 2 possessions. Lunt, the quarterback, takes a snap. Has time. Now he's going to roll. Looks to go to the sidelines. Has running room. He's going to get out of bounds. He's going to pick up very close to a first down at the 48. Depends on the spot. They're going to move it up to about midfield. So a good spot and a first down right there. Heads up play by Cade Lunt and a very positive first down with 1:49 to go. The Stecker boys have been the main targets on almost every pass play for Cade Lunt. He drops, prevent defense by Algona. Now the pocket does collapse. Took a little too much time, good coverage. Again, they dropped those linebackers way back, Rob, and that gave time for Jack Linbaugh to come in from his defensive end.
Yeah, he had to go quick there and pick up that first down if he wasn't going to let it fly.
Second down, 16, going to go big this time. Lays it up, there's a man! It's caught! It's going to be tripped up at the 6!
What a catch, just out of over the outstretched arms of the defense.
Dylan Steckler again almost scored. And a good pass right there. How did he get so wide open? They just flood it man to man. And just poor coverage out there, misplayed the ball, but he did rebound to make the tackle. First down at the 6-yard line. 1:10 to go. Whoa, Rob, how do you do on that one?
Welcome to Spirit Lake football, Pat Schultz.
Good call getting here. Cade Lunt, the quarterback. Clock is running, 1 minute to go. First down at the 6-yard line. Cade Lunt has been red hot on his last 4 possessions. Looks here. Rolls to his right, now sets up, has a man on the wing, fires it, throws it out of the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Spirit Lake! In the corner of the end zone. Looked like he was throwing it away, was not. Touchdown right in the corner as you see him scramble, wait, fires it, touchdown. Big play right there. That was J.D. Schneider, I believe, on the catch. They're going for 2 in the tie with 46 seconds to go. What a half by Cade Lunt. His 4th touchdown pass of the half. And a chance to tie it at 42.
Throwing off that back foot on the run. Outstanding athleticism.
Power set to the right. Motion. Turn, they look to throw. Isaiah flips it in there, and it is knocked away at the last second. Isaiah McCown looked. A nice play, but they just ran out of room right here. Little counter, we've seen this a lot. He probably could have ran it in and just left it just a little short. And what an effort, but we're back to an onside kick at 42-40. What a football game here tonight.
That isn't over yet. I'll tell you what, you can't fault the effort there by the young man as he is trying to decide whether to run it. And he sees that guy open in the back corner of the end zone and just couldn't pull it in. A little defensive tip maybe right before it came down to the offensive player's hands.
I've seen Isaiah's going to look at this tape and he's going to say, oh, I probably could have ran that in. I love the play call. It just had he ran it. When you have a guy throwing the ball like Cade Lunt, I'd rather have him throw the football, but nevertheless, great call and good stop. And now we're back to the onside kick.
Yeah, like I say, a lot of things, funny things happen in football, and we've seen some right here tonight.
What a football game, 42-40. Everything we could have asked here on Metro Sports TV on our initial broadcast of Spirit Lake football. Holy smokes, I hope they invite us back. So they line up for the onside kick. Of course, the rules have changed. You cannot flood one side like the old days.
I kind of miss those old days.
Oh, boy. So last time they tried to kick it over the defense and go chase it down. This time I think they'll put it on the field. The Indians looking for the onside kick. There's the whistle. And here they come. Big bounce right there. The Indians have a chance in and it goes out of bounds. Oh, boy, it took that big second hop like you want, but just too much momentum, and it went out of bounds. Needed it just a tad higher right here. Rob, that's the one you want. And just ran out of room. Oh, my.
It did do a nice bounce.
Oh, boy.
Just a little late. If it would have bounced a little bit sooner than that, they would have had her, I think, because the defense did get down inside that 50.
What a football game. 42-40. It's not over yet. You got some snaps. They're going to get in probably underneath the quarterback. As Mansky is going to be right behind the center here. 42-40. This game lived up to its big billing. As we went across the state, we're thinking, okay, Southeast Polk and Valley, how about Algona and Spirit Lake? And it did. Great football game in front of a big crowd here at Spirit Lake.
Yeah, I tell you what, the facilities we talked about, but the athleticism and athletes they have on the field here at Spirit Lake and what Algona brought to visit is just a fantastic situation. Great ball game.
Oh, boy. Both teams
couldn't ask for a better season
and should be very excited about their football teams, and there's a lot of season left. If these two teams stay healthy, I would say they will be in the Dome. Very impressed by the Indians being able to withstand this size and speed of Algona. But the X factor, the quarterback with 4 touchdown rushes, and that is going to end it. Your final score. The Algona Bulldogs come to Spirit Lake. They win it 42-40. What a game. We'll be back with a Baumgart's postgame show right after this.
KCAU and Metro Sports TV have teamed up to give you the most complete sports coverage in Siouxland. Watch live full broadcasts of local high school sports on SiouxlandProud.com. Just click live sporting events under the sports tab. KCAU 9 and Metro Sports TV. We're Siouxland proud.
The spirit of competition finds a home in small-town communities where families rally together to support the work and determination of young athletes. As a family-owned business with a focus on our communities, Central Bank is proud to support high school athletics. Good luck to tonight's competitors. Have fun, play hard, and make something great happen. Central Bank, member FDIC.
Josh and Emily are visiting Emily's parents this weekend, where Josh will propose. He's nervous, but not about the ring. Well done, Josh. Well done. Chase is proposing to Ashley at the resort where they first met. Ashley was vacationing with friends, but Chase ended up being her best friend of all, plus some. Every diamond tells a story, but there's no story like yours. And there's no diamond like a Greenberg's diamond. Greenberg's Jewelers, a cut above the rest.
When you go home, you'll feel good about what you did, and you're doing it for the kids. If they don't have us, they don't have these games.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Jackrabbits don't wait to see what the future holds. They build it. At South Dakota State University, the next generation's leaders are preparing to launch. They're focusing on growth, and they're reaching new heights of excellence across vital industries. SDSU is building something greater for South Dakota and the world. Join us.
Welcome back. What a football game here tonight. Two good football teams battling down to the wire. 42-40 came down to basically 2 onside kicks. What an effort by the Indians. Kel Lunt on fire in the second half. Just outstanding game all around both football teams.
Yeah, you can't say enough about the heart and desire to play the game that Spirit Lake has as they went up against a bigger, stronger, not so sure opponent, but they were bigger, and Spirit Lake just battled and battled and battled, and a missed extra point forces you into the go for 2, and then you got to try the onside kick thing, and just an all-around good game. And Pat, while we're having a little remix of the game here, I'm going to play some replays.
You absolutely. There's plenty of highlights in a 42-40 football game as quarterback Alex Mansky. You see here the big fella, just big, fast, 4 touchdown runs, and right there you can see he's very willing, and he's ready to play some Big Ten football game. So outstanding job right there for Mansky as he played extremely well. And then see the Indians coming right back here as Isaiah McClown with that big, long kick return. He played an outstanding football game, as did many of these Indians. Just outstanding game. Lunt, like we said, 4 touchdown passes. Dylan Stecker, just an outstanding game for him. Here you get to see Bode Higgins catch one of those, gets great blocking up front, slips into the end zone for the touchdown. He had an outstanding game. Ethan Stecker was outstanding. But our Wall of Fame player of the game goes to Will Ditsworth, who was outstanding. 21 tackles defensively, over 100 yards rushing, and 2 TD runs, and he kicked a few extra points as well. So congratulations to Will Ditsworth, well-deserving player of the game for the Spirit Lake Indians. But what an effort, and what a great job by the coaching staff, making adjustment after adjustment.
Yeah, it's like Ditsworth right here, just to get out in the flats and just an outstanding player. I mean, he's well worth the wait. Like you said, if you're picking a ball club, you might want to start with him.
Yeah, great effort all the way around for the Indians. Well, this trip certainly did not disappoint.
No, I tell you what, it was outstanding ball game for us to come up here and get for our first one. The facilities are fantastic. You look out across here on the turf, and man, you can't beat it. And like I say, thanks for having me along, Pat.
Oh, boy, these two football teams, we're going to see a lot of them. And you can see highlights of tonight's game with our partners, KCAU Sports Zone. Matter of fact, Anthony Mitchell just shot me a text and give me a quick update, and I did. He'll have highlights tonight on KCAU Sports Zone of this outstanding football team. Please go to Metro Sports TV for next week's schedule. Thank you for joining us on Metro Sports TV, and thank you to all of our tremendous advertisers who make these games possible. Thank you to Bound for all their assistance with the statistics and informative assistance. Join us next week. Go to Metro Sports. We'll have our usual bevy of football games, and please follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube, and go to our website. A lot of ways to watch Metro Sports TV. Go for all of our scheduling, our weekly features, our highlights, our players of the game, and our interviews. And remember, you can rewatch this game on demand at Metro Sports TV. Thank you to all the people here at Spirit Lake. Did such a great job. Chris, Clint, Chad, Dr. Dave Smith, Angela Olson, and of course Josh Beloit for giving us so much insight into this wonderful football game tonight. We hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Your final score, the Algona Bulldogs nip the Spirit Lake Indians 42-40. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.
I love doing it. We go to all the state events. We work at all the state events, and you wear your polo and people stop and talk to you, and it's just really great to connect with kids from other schools who are on the board, and then coaches, athletic directors who will see you at the events will stop and talk to you, and it's really neat.
You feel a bit of a weight, and you're a voice for all athletes in the state of Iowa. It's cool.
I think it's really cool. I remember reading the email and I'm like, oh, this would be something really cool to look for. It'd be good to talk to people that I want to get to talk to around the state. I get to see other people's opinions, kids from 5A schools, kids from small schools. I think it'll just be a really good opportunity for me. IHSAA represents so much that it's really cool that they have 2 girls on the board to bring a girl's perspective, because I think it's really important to be very diverse and get different opinions.